Okay, I exist. I exist. It's always weird on this side, but it's fine. I live here now. Just so you guys know, we're getting some stuff working with the giveaway, and we're also getting caught up on some of the giveaway stuff. So there will not be one tonight, but hopefully, starting back up next week, we will resume with the giveaways. With that, that's all I really have to say. If you want to become a member, you can get access to these things and maybe more. Let's go annoy the group. I don't remember how to do this. I need like a hotkey that unmutes so you go. Oh, we're live, by the way. Welcome, everybody. Hold on, let me go over here to the DM.
Whoa!
Hello.
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 Hello. All right, Jess, you were able to live fix most of the back end stuff I totally did on YouTube before we started. Do you want to catch us back up on what we missed last week?
Okay, I will do exactly that. So, well, last week we weren't here, but the week before, excuse me. So the week before, I think we were still reeling from some horrifying meat pumpkins, which my 10-year-old still asks for breakfast as a joke, and probably will for the rest of my life. So thanks me for doing that. So we left the Loose Goose and our favorite Dora, and we headed out on the road towards the green fields. As we were on the road, Vrithelion found a little trinket that seemed to have fallen from Harrison's staff. It was just a little silver trinket, but as it turns out, it gives him 5 feet of extra movement in combat, like rabbit speed, like rabbit, which is pretty. Then we found, then the fields were alive with the sound of music. Kerzzan and several others of the gang listened, and they heard some music coming from a field that they were walking past. And it turns out that it was a song that was associated with a strange fertility ritual that often happens in late spring. They also found a sign towards some place within the field with a very, very old celestial term for a spring ritual that Vrithelion vaguely recognized and Bulwark vaguely recognized, but it was very, very old. So a couple of them went to check this thing out. They found a camp with a bunch of cultist-looking people and immediately noped the heck out of there and decided to leave because they were like, F that. F this camp with its weird circle in the middle and these weird people. So they continued easing on down the road. Then, weirdly enough, they found a little staircase in the ground, with a hole in the ground, fairly close to the edge of the road, leading down into the earth. And strangely, they noped out of the camp, but they did decide to go down this weird little staircase next to the road. With some balloon shenanigans with Castien as a humanoid balloon. I can't actually even remember exactly how that happened, but it was very funny. Castien kind of floating in midair. And then it turns out that there were people in the hole, and they promised not to shoot everybody with a crossbow. But they told us not to come in. Everybody came in anyway because they decided that that was what they were going to do, and they made these hole people feel confident that they weren't going to hurt them. And underneath the ground, they actually discovered that there was a bit of a strange underground city, or at least a strange underground structure, where there were people doing various things, not singing a song that was associated with a fertility ritual and potentially going to kill them. But they did find somebody who was just known as the Doctor, who introduced himself and was introduced as the Doctor. This doctor seemed to know something about the astral rot that is afflicting our party. The disease that is making them continuously weaker and weaker until eventually they will, at least according to everybody they've spoken to and every source they've consulted, will eventually die of. So the doctor claimed to have known Kerzzan's party back many, many, many years ago, which begs the question, how old is this doctor really? or is he telling the truth? But he did claim that he tried and failed to cure Kerzzan's friends, but he made sure that the end of their lives was as comfortable as possible. And in the midst of this, Castien, being Castien, decided to chuck stuff. In fact, Castien decided very specifically to chuck stuff down a hole in the middle of the little city. You can see the hole there, but the hole is no longer empty. In fact, there is a giant tentacle that has come out of the hole, slithered out, and grasped onto Castien as she decided to throw all these torches into the hole. And that is where we ended last time, and that is where we will begin, with Castien in front of this hole with a tentacle wrapped around her leg, but it is not that kind of stream, so you don't have to worry about what will happen next, other than that she might be grappled. And in fact, Castien, I would actually like for you to roll.
That's
for
a good
me,
thing
but first
that, you know, some people would have pulled up if they weren't trying to battle YouTube at the moment. Let me pull up my D&D sheet. Yeah, YouTube is being it's not saving what I needed to save. That's fine.
YouTube has a high AC. Very difficult to fight.
You have to be at least level 15
It
or
really
above.
does.
It's a rough go, yeah.
What am I rolling?
Well,
I'm
let
sure
me just run the encounter first. Hang on.
Oh, that's always a
so-
good thing to hear.
Yeah, fun times. Hang on. I'm actually going to find out what you're going to roll. You are going to roll a dexterity check, please.
That's a whopping 4. It was almost a 19.
Amazing, but it wasn't, so you're now grappled.
Woo! I don't know what that means, but I got a hug out of this whole encounter, and I'm happy.
You mean the grappled status effect?
Yeah, it means that they hugged me. Right?
It means that your speed becomes 0. It means
That's
it gave you a
fine.
really big
do
hug.
you think I was going very far with the 4?
No, I thought you were probably not going to go very far at all. But it has grappled you, which means that you can't move. It's got you in a really, really big black tentacly hug, which is very, very sweet. But I would like the rest of you to roll initiative.
Okay.
We're starting out strong.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Unless of course you want to just unless of course you would like to just leave Castien to her fate, in which case you don't need to.
I wouldn't blame you if you did.
No.
Vrithelion, you rolled really well.
Well, I have advantage on initiative. I rolled 2 20s.
That's good. We'll get this out of the way here.
I'm getting it out of the way.
No.
It's all downhill.
And then
Oh,
never again.
Never again. That'll be the only time.
Initiative against a tentacle
Yeah.
monster. Of course, that's what you roll.
Oh my gosh.
So, Castien, you need to roll initiative also, please.
No, I'm just hugging.
Okay. All
Only
right.
hug.
You're
It's a
okay.
5.
Only hug. Okay. All right. Perfect. That's low enough that for a little while you are just going to be hugging anyway.
Yay! This gives me time to figure out my stuff on the back end. Sid, I'm texting you. for tech
Amazing.
support. Go ahead.
Yay! No, that's all good. Okay. So, you can't actually see the bulk of the monster quite yet. It's just this one black tentacle that's wrapped itself around you, and it's giving you a big hug. It's squeezing. It's not squeezing so hard that you're dying, but it's definitely not letting you go. It definitely wants to hang out with you for a little while, Castien.
Who wouldn't?
That is a question that might be answered by some of your party mates at some point. So, yeah. So this thing, It's got one tentacle out, grabbing Castien, and
Be
you
free
can
and
hear the
flexible.
sounds of slithering against the sides of the rock. It's this sort of wet, slithery, like almost slapping sound. It's really gross. And a low groan of like as it slowly contorts its body within whatever tunnel or whatever hole it's crawled out of, quite literally. But before it can do anything, it's Vrithelion's turn to do something.
Right. So I am going to double move, which is 70 feet. So I don't know. I mean, I see the map, but I'm not sure. Hold on. 5, 10,
You can
15,
go.
40. All right, so it gets me down that first set of stairs.
You could
All right.
also, if you wanted, you could try jumping from. You could try jumping from where you just were, down this little ramp here if you wanted to. But you don't.
How far down is that? I'm not very acrobatic. I sort of sink like a stone.
It's about 10 feet, so you might be risking a little bit of fall damage, but not a huge amount, depending on what you end up wanting to do.
All right. You know what? In a penny and a pound, I will jump
All right.
down.
You rhymed.
Yeah, I was gonna say you definitely rhymed. That was amazing.
All right, so it's just you just take 1d6 bludgeoning damage. So because it's just
Well, let me make the acrobatics roll just to see.
Okay.
Yeah, 10. Then it's.
That's not gonna make it. And so you take 4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
It's like,
Superhero
no.
landing.
Yeah, boom, and then I keep going.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. You've gotten a grade 1 sprain in your left ankle.
All right,
You're fine.
all right. So I double move. I can get up to it. I just can't
Yep.
do anything. I could just look at it menacingly and as I wait.
Okay. All right. So now it is this thing's turn. So
Oh no.
As it grabs you and just pulls you down.
yeah. Well, let's see what it actually does. It is going to. Well, it's not going to do anything until I find my d20. And you are within range of it now at this point. Okay.
Yes.
All right. It. Oh gosh. It 23 to hit.
Yes.
So it is going to reach out at you and touch your skin, and you feel electricity course through you. Just like you haven't felt anything like this. It just it feels as though your entire body is on fire. And you take, unfortunately, I am rolling uncomfortably well. I need to do a bit of math.
Math
Just a
rocks.
second. Math rocks. I'm using physical math rocks. So. You take 35 thunder damage.
So that's more than twice of the hit points I currently have. So yeah, I have 20 hit points. I'm very sickly. I took 4 jumping down.
Right.
I basically run up to this thing and it goes. I fall over like a sack of potatoes.
Oh my gosh, so I guess you're in death saves now. I'm so sorry, Vrithelion. The dice did what the dice did.
Hey. It's okay. I'm dealing with astral rot.
Yes, that is true. That is true. My gosh. Okay. Well, this has been a very interesting way to start this session then.
Okay.
Oh no.
I left for 1 second to try and fix this, and I'm like, what did I miss? What did you do, Brook?
I tried to save someone who made a bad decision earlier 2 weeks ago.
What decision did you make 2 weeks ago?
Bulwark's just a scam. He can't help it.
Do.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Well.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Oh my good lord. Well, yeah. This is definitely a thing. So, it is now Bulwark's turn. Bulwark, what are you gonna do about this situation?
Oh boy, it's not going good out there. So Bulwark is going to Scrap is going to unfurl and sprint down towards Vrithelion. He has 40 feet of movement. I'm going to have him dash if he can as well, just to get down there right by Vrithelion. And then I'm also going to. How far am I? I'm going to go ahead and cast a second level healing word towards Vrithelion to make sure he doesn't die to death.
Okay.
For
Die
7
to death.
healing.
Oh my.
Die to death.
Yeah, that would be good.
7.
And then, yeah, and so Scrap is done there by Vrithelion, and I'm gonna. I'll jump down to. Why not? I'll make the jump down to here.
All right. Make me an acrobatics check.
This will go probably good.
That's the spirit.
That's a natural 20.
Oh
Well,
shit!
then you are just fine.
let's
Wow.
go.
Yeah, I do
nice.
like a sweet flip, and I land, and I think that's the most acrobatic thing I've ever done, and I'm going to do. And
Go
then for my last
Bulwark.
10 feet of movement, I'll move to here. I'm
Okay.
very slow. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. And it is now. Gosh, everybody else rolled really badly. Kerzzan, it's
Yeah.
your turn. Castien, you're on deck, except for you said you're not going to do anything.
Well,
So
I
you
can't do
might be
anything,
just-
right?
Yeah, that is true. Well, you can do something, you just can't move.
Oh,
Grapple doesn't
okay.
mean you can't take any actions. It just means you can't like move anywhere. So you can
Oh.
like, you could hit it, you could cast a spell, you could do.
If only I were a
but you-
spellcaster, that'd be nice.
If only. If only, but yeah.
How
no.
far away is the tentacle from where I'm at?
Kerzzan, you're here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 times 5 feet, so 50 feet approximately.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on the tentacle, like at the base.
Okay.
So I pull out my lute, and I'm just staring at Castien, our favorite silly person. And I just
Nice
start
to
start doing
lie.
like a really quick I gotta put on something for the fans. I see thee, mighty tentacles. I see thee, mighty tentacles. Fairy fire will help us see your weakest point to take you down and save our favorite little clown. And then I do an extra little ding, which adds gives what do you call it? What do you call it?
Bardic
The
inspiration.
thing. Bardic inspiration. Thank you. The bardic inspiration to Castien for whatever she will need it for next round, and then casting Fairy Fire around the base of the tentacle.
Nice. All right, I'm trying to find a like an addition that will note that, but it does not seem. There does not seem. You know what? I'll just pretend that this blessed thing is it says blessed, but it's not actually blessed. It's just Fairy Fired. And I want it to be bigger. Come on, I want it to be bigger. It's not bigger. Okay. So let's pretend this is that the tentacle is now lit up and anybody attacking it has advantage. Yes. Okay, let's see. Okay, now it's a little bit bigger. There we go. So it's like a 20-foot radius, effectively. There we go. Okay. All right. So, well done. Castien, are you going to do anything, or are you just going to hug the tentacle back?
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Interesting.
Can
Okay.
I speak to it?
You can. It is an animal.
I can speak to it! Okay, I want to say hi.
You're just going to say hi?
Hi. Can I wave, or am I grappled where I can't wave?
I think you can kind of take your hand and go like
Hi.
that. You can't know, you don't know if it sees you because, you don't know where its eyes are, but okay, so you say hi. It says, it kind of rumbles back at you and says, "What are you doing here?"
Well, I was chucking stuff, but I seem to have chucked stuff at you, and I'm very sorry about that.
Why did you burn me?
Well, I wasn't trying to burn you, I was trying to burn the hole, and you just happened to be in the hole.
What did you think was there?
Space, air, maybe some gasoline.
So it kind of squeezes you a little bit tighter, and it says, "You were mistaken now, weren't you?"
Yes.
I will let you go if you give me one reason I shouldn't kill all of you.
I want to be your friend. You don't look like you have many friends. Most of the people that I know, or animals in your case that I know that live in holes, they're not very, like, big with the friends. I mean, I don't live in a hole, and I'm not very big with the friends either. But, like, I'm not saying the hole itself is the causation, but there is some kind of correlation between, like, the hole and not having a lot of friends.
Make me a persuasion roll, please.
Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration. What do I do with that? That's like a plus.
Yeah.
That's an extra D6.
1d6, yeah.
6, yeah.
D6. Okay, hold on. Persuasion. 14 plus D6. 16. Do I get bonus points for it probably hasn't hurt people much? So it doesn't have much of a threshold to compare me to?
It lets go of you slightly, and it says, "I'm not sure I want that yet. Give me a little while to decide."
Okay.
And it is now Granny's turn. Unless there's something else you wanted to do, Castien.
Hold on. Let me double check that I have one action per turn, so that would count as an action, right?
Yeah, casting Speak with Animals.
I think it's an action. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn to the group as best I can, like cuddled up next to it, because it's cuddling, right? You could say it was.
It's hugging you.
Yeah,
it's squeezing you.
Guys, I made a friend.
Oh my gosh.
Please be nice to my friend. Okay, now it's Granny's turn.
Okay, Granny, you're up, and then Vrithelion. I guess you're not on death saves anymore, but you're not doing well.
No.
Yeah.
All right. What Granny's gonna do is, I am going to, first of all, I'm going to use my action, and I am going to cast Spider Climb on myself. So my hair, my braids, they come untied, and they become like 8 legs that my body is just hanging from.
Cool.
And then
Ooh.
I use
That's amazing.
Hey, thanks. And then I'll use my bonus action to take my form of dread. So then all of a sudden I'm a sweet little grandma just hanging from my hair, and then my skin elongates and I get a little bit more deathly, and I look maybe like a little spider, and then I'm just gonna climb down the wall. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right there. That's my turn.
Oh. Fascinating. Okay. All right, Vrithelion, you're up, and then it is this thing's turn.
So Scrap is next to me. How tall is Scrap?
Scrap's like double the size of like a normal house cat.
All right, not big enough to hide under.
No.
All right. So laying on the ground, I go. I lay of hands. I pump 13 hit points into me, and then I stand. I stand up, and having heard what Castien says, I try to look as unthreatening as I can.
I like that you're believing me after the last time I said I was friends with something. Everything I've tried to be friends with has mostly tried to kill us. But well,
after this thing downed me in one hit, I'm not too terribly eager. That turns out being on death's door makes you believe you a lot.
Listen to Castien buttons going off like
yeah. Yeah, he's just laying on it.
Exactly.
All right, I love it. Okay, so it is now this thing's turn. So this thing is gonna, and then after that is Bulwark. So this thing is gonna sort of turn again in its little weird stone tube, and its head is gonna pop out a little bit, so that you can see one of its eyes. Its eyes are much bigger than a normal squid's would be, even though normal squid eyes are huge. Its eyes are massive and bloodshot, and they look horrifying and sick, as if it's staring directly into your soul.
Not a nice.
And I'm gonna need.
Okay.
I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom save, please, Castien.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay. So it is going to stare at you, and with one of its eyes, and it says, "Speak the truth to me."
7 plus 7 is 14.
Well, you can feel that the
mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
She's speaking in tongues.
Math, science, I don't know. So you can feel it trying to compel you. You can feel a tug at your mind, but that tug dissipates. You manage to shake off its attempt to make you tell the truth, whether you still want to tell it the truth or not. That's up to you.
I'm gonna just keep randomly saying facts, like a group of otters is called a romp. Like, I'm just constantly, as everything else is going on, saying random tidbits of useless information.
Okay, it's gonna squeeze you a little bit tighter and does not look happy with you, with all of your random
How
little
do you make
truths.
Friends? If I don't just shout facts at people, how am I supposed to make friends? If that's not it.
It's a good question that we have all wondered at some point in our lives. Bulwark, you're up, and then it is Kerzzan.
How is Vrithelion looking at this point? Is he still looking pretty rough?
I'd say he's still pretty rough. He's not doing great.
Well, I'm at full.
Oh, are you now?
Yeah, I lay
right,
a hand.
Because you only have 20 hit points, because you gave yourself 13 hit points.
Yeah,
Never mind,
13 doesn't sound like a lot, but it gets me going.
Fine. He's
I know he's
fine.
healthy,
He's
but
good.
he looks rough still.
He looks really rough, but
true.
he's
He
actually
looks so sickly.
I never look like Hardy and Hale.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't. This thing didn't update. Yeah, so he's fine. He looks fine. He looks really rough, but that's just because that's just how he is. It's just his face is just like that. He's got like resting rough syndrome.
Yeah.
I am going to move down the stairs a bit, so I'll go 5 and 15, 20 right to there, and I'm just gonna whip my hammer up at him. I'm just gonna throw it.
Okay.
2 does a 22 hit.
It sure will.
Yay!
Yay!
And that is 5 damage, as little as I can do with it.
Aw, you tried.
I did my best.
You did your best. You tried. You did it. You did it really good. Aw.
And then with my bonus action, I'm going to tell Scrap to keep Vrithelion safe.
Oh my god, oops, I accidentally rolled a thing that I did not need to roll. Anyway. Okay, so you're gonna tell Scrap to keep Vrithelion safe. So you're giving Scrap that command. Amazing.
Yes. Yep.
Alright. I love it. Alright, this thing is minorly it's sort of the anyway. Okay, why won't it? Oh, you know what? It's not even... I understand why now, why the issue was. I did not use D&D Beyond properly. Anyway. So, now it is Kerzzan's turn, and Castien, you are on deck.
At this stage, everyone seems to have it covered. So I think, Kerzzan is just going to cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
2 damage.
Okay. What do you call it?
I think just taking all the things in and just being slightly distracted, and then as he kind of just tries to like, oh yeah, I've had sushi better than you, and then that's just a little tiny magical wisp leaves his mouth and just slaps against the tentacle. Just a pitiful. Sorry, I have a lot going on today.
Oh my goodness. All right. You very slightly wound this thing. Its feelings are a little tiny bit hurt. It thinks back to the time that it was called sushi by, one of its litter mates. I don't know, do octopi have litters? Who knows? Anyway, yeah, it is only a slight bit perturbed by your actions. Castien, what are you doing with your new friend and or enemy and or thing?
Okay, so sorry, I was dealing with YouTube stuff and battling it, and I'm still kind of a little bit over here. But
That's okay.
Did Vrithelion injure my new best friend before he went down?
Not before he went down.
Has anyone other than me injured my friend?
Kerzzan did.
Okay, I would like to pat my friend.
And Bulwark also did.
I'd like to pat my friend, whose name I don't know. And I would like to pat my friend, and while I do that, I say, "They're there," and I cast Healing Word on my friend.
Okay.
Which should heal for
7.
Yes, 7. Okay, cool. It does my healing modifier.
Okay. So it's slight little dent in one of its tentacles, and its slight little burn in another tentacle from Kerzzan's sad little insult are now healed, and it's glossy and black, and it is holding you like a vice, Castien.
Because I have now decided that animals speak is like dog ears, where we get for 1 human second, it's like 6 of our seconds. I would like to tell my friend, "See, I didn't mean to burn you. That's why you're all better now. Intention kind of matters. And also, what's your name? I'm Castien." Jess's face. I can't tell if that's DM, like, what the fuck am I dealing with, or the character.
No, I love it. I completely love it. There are lots and lots of ways to handle battles, and this is definitely one of them.
Why cause damage when you can cause healing? I'll put that corny shit on a shirt.
Very sweet. That can be our merch. Why cause damage when you can cause healing, Castien? So it regards you with this giant bloodshot eye. And if it had a brow, it would be furrowed. And it stops what it's doing for a minute. It doesn't let you go, but it shifts its tentacle-y weight to make you more comfortable. And even though it's still holding on to you. And you're gonna laugh at its name. In that grumbly voice, it says, I'm Octavius. Who wants to know? Who wants to know? I know you said you're Castien, but who are you?
You know, that's a deep philosophical question because, like, how do you define yourself? Are you defined by the things that you do? Or are you defined by the causes, the things you contribute into the world? Are you defined by the things you like? Or are you defined by the things that you have? Or the friends you made along the way? Like you, Octavius!
Are you gonna hug Octavius?
Yes.
Okay. Octavius takes another of his tentacles out of this hole where he's holding onto something underneath, and he wraps another one around you, Castien.
Yay! I'm in danger.
Laugh through the pain.
The Ralph Wiggum beam. I'm in danger.
And he says, your friends are dangerous to me.
To be fair,
Will you
they're
kill them for me?
Will I kill them for you? No, but I can
We're
move
friends.
them away from you. But then I won't have you as a friend. Because then, like, how will I see you again?
If you are my friend, you must keep me safe, no?
Yes, but I'm friends with them too. So, like, you see where I'm at here. Like, I gotta keep all my friends safe. So, what if you live in my bag?
If it had a brow, it would definitely be furrowed.
I keep my friends in a bag. Am I able to pull out my bag yet? I kind of wiggle like a weird dolphin to get my bag.
Make me a dexterity check for this bag pulling.
That's a 21.
All right, you free your hand and you take your bag and you show the bag to Octavius.
I keep my animal friends in here, except for Granny. Granny won't go in the bag. I asked Granny to go in the bag. I asked Granny like twice to go in the bag, and yet Granny still won't live in the bag. But you can live in the bag.
I live in no bag.
But hear me out,
It
Octavius.
thunders.
Hear me out. You're already living in a dark hole. What is the bag but another dark hole? But it's a portable one. You could see the world. I could set you free in an ocean if you swear to fight it for me.
The ocean is my mother. I will not fight it.
Oh, well then I'll return
You're
you
a
home.
strange creature.
Normally people start off with that. Like the second I open my mouth, they meet me with that. And we got like a whole 7 sentences in. I think I'm making progress.
Kerzzan can overhear the conversation and just yells out, Castien, if you put him in the bag, he'll eat all your other friends.
Do you guys have a bag for him? He could have his own bag.
I am hungry.
What do you
Is
eat?
there food in this bag?
A
What
bunch
do
of
you eat?
eggs.
Yeah. Bulwark's got eggs.
Hello.
What kind of eggs?
Bulwark, will you chuck an egg at Octavius? But nicely. Nice chucking.
Yeah.
Those are our eggs.
I like that, like, Vrithelion's been on death's door and knows he could get one shot and still like, but my eggs.
Yeah, you're like on a knife's edge here. You can, it could go either way right now. So, Octavius is going to squeeze you a little bit harder, Castien, and he's going to say, call off your friends. Bring no fire, and I will bring you to my home.
Okay, guys! If we all call the word off, then we get to go to Octavius's home. Oh, and no fires are allowed, Bulwark.
Oh.
Well, then Bulwark can't go.
Wait, okay, Octavius, what if we keep the fires inside of us?
Inside of you.
Yeah, my friend Bulwark is made of fire, but he contains it with, like an armor suit. It's so he can hug and not burn people, I assume, which is a very nice thing.
Mm-hmm.
One of Octavius's eyes swivels to look at you, Bulwark. And he's fascinated. He's kind of forgotten about he's forgotten about what he's supposed to be doing, which is in theory killing you all. And he is fascinated by you, Bulwark. He says to you, Castien, how is there a fire in a person?
Oh, I'm pretty
What
sure
kind
the
of friends
person
do you
is-
have?
I'm pretty sure he's all fire, because when he lifts up his suit of armor, that's all I see. So I'm pretty sure he's just made of fire. But it's hard to walk around and be made of fire. How do you write letters? How do you sleep on a bed? So you gotta, like, put something around you, you know? But I assume he burns at, like, a lower heat that doesn't melt the metal. Because the metal's never melted.
Octavius looks at you, Castien, and says, it is not for my sake that I wish that this friend of yours, this fire friend, is not burning when he comes into my home. It is for his. I do not wish to. Would you like to see?
Okay.
I cannot guarantee your
really hating
safety.
my answer. That's okay. I can never guarantee my own safety.
It must be all or none. Your friends
All
must come
safety or
with
no
you.
safety? Hold on. Bulwark!
Hello.
Hi, I know you're made of fire, so this may be an awkward question to ask. But Octavius here wants to take us to Octavius's home. But he's really concerned that you're made of fire. Mainly for your sake.
Is it like an under the water thing?
That's good. Octavius, is it like an under the water thing? Under the sea, as it were?
Octavius is silent. He's considering. And Aster, hearing all of this, shouts
there's
down
others
because
around us.
yeah,
That's right,
and nobody else can understand what this thing is saying. So Aster shouts, "Why are you talking to this thing?
It's my friend.
How are you?" He's like speechless. He's like, "Are you pretending to be friends with an octopus?"
First of all, that feels slightly specious. Thank you very much. I can be friends with tons of animals, including you can kill that one, Octavius, and I point towards Aster.
No. Wait, did you say that? Did you say that where we would understand it?
Yeah, have I been talking to where they can understand, and it's just it understands my English, or am I speaking in octopus?
You can. You're speaking in common. You're speaking in common, and,
so then you would hear it,
they can
Vrithelion.
understand it. Yeah, so Aster screeches, and Octavius drops you. He drops you, Castien. You're now all out of combat. It is now no longer except for Aster, and this octopus. This octopus crawls up the stairs towards Aster, grapples him, opens its ginormous beak, and takes his entire head into it.
He's not hungry anymore.
Oh,
Dear.
Snapping his neck.
What have you done?
I made us a friend.
And the others in the town start screaming.
Oh. Okay.
You hear from deep inside this tunnel, this well, somebody else, a familiar voice, calling up to you. Get down here now.
Marco! Sorry, go on.
Who might that be?
What I want, you gotta have it. And I know you wanna have it. Gotta have it my way. Oh.
Is that what you're singing, Damian?
Yeah, 1000%. So I'm in here like,
Oh my god.
just as I'm in this shit tunnel, I assume, of sewage and fucking water and just nastiness.
It's actually not a sewer. It's actually
thank
just
God.
like a regular tunnel. It's like subterranean rivers that they're actually meant to be very beautiful, as you'll see very soon, hopefully. But
Oh, just kidding. Everything I said then is all a lie, and that's why he's
Yeah.
singing so happy about this little fucking tunnel that he's in.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, no, it's okay. Here, I need to mark him. Here we go. Damian, there we are. Damian, do you see yourself?
I do see myself.
But you
bad.
are far underneath. You're actually more like 100 feet down. You're not
Yeah.
actually climbing up, but that's sort of
Yeah.
approximately where you are. You are inside the hole. Damian in the hole.
Hi, Damian.
Damian, what are you doing down there?
Is everybody going to gather around the side of the hole?
I kind of
As
figured that's
this-
where I was dropped, so I'm already
Well,
here.
we're out of combat.
Oh, you guys, my husband is in chat. I just checked.
Hey.
Oh,
Hi,
hey.
Jess's husband!
Okay.
We
I
liked
think-
the
okay.
shoes.
Yeah, I have to show everybody. Shoes. These are space shoes that my husband bought for me.
Space shoe.
Yeah, this is the kind of shoes that my husband buys for me. Like other girls want like Louboutins and like, you know, Jimmy Choo and stuff. I want weird space shoes from Temu. That's my taste. Anyway, so
Fashion.
so yes, fashion. So so you're all gathered around the top of the hole, and Damian is down there. You can just barely see him. In fact, he is in some kind of conveyance vessel. What might he be in?
A rented boat.
Oh, no.
A floating Titanic door.
He
Jet
is.
Damian, you
Yeah,
can-
he's
you
definitely
can
on a
let
jet
everybody know.
ski right now. No.
Jet ski.
No, he is on a beautiful handcrafted wooden boat, but on the side. Did I get my wish, Jess? Am I good to say what I think I want to say?
You
Beautiful.
are.
You could see on the side these Pegasus-esque wings on the side of this boat as they shimmer this bright blue and reddish greenish color, as Damian is just like fixating everything, and like you look down, you can see like little like levers and different like mechanisms as he like clicks a lever forward. Damian starts to rise, coming up
God.
to the surface there.
Oh,
I love this.
What I want, you gotta have it, babe. Hey guys! Hey!
Hello.
do you actually own that? Or did you rent
Oh.
it?
Baby, do I own this?
You can't modify rented property. Like that's gonna really affect the money you're gonna get back for like your
Your deposit.
your down. Yeah.
That's rude.
I like that we're having this calm conversation as, like, in the background, Octavius is just munching on people's heads.
Damian has no idea.
Just ask
Yeah,
her.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the octopus and Castien, horrified.
Yeah.
This is
Uh,
unacceptable on every level.
The octopus is just Octavius is just continuing to eat Aster, and there's other screams that are like, he's back, he's back. We
I'm
thought
back!
we got rid of him. Not you. Okay, everybody, please roll me perception.
Ooh, I haven't rolled in a while.
Do you have dice?
I do, yeah.
14.
Not good.
Dirty 20.
Oh,
Dirty
nice.
20, I
A
like
fucking 7.
5.
We're back.
Dirty 22.
Nice. Okay. So anybody who rolled above a 15,
Damn it.
sorry. That I believe is Vrithelion and Kerzzan, and I think that's it because Damian is just too into his song and his like Super Bowl party or Super Bowl halftime show-esque like rise out of the out of the hole in the middle of this scene. You would notice the doctor peeking out from around up here, from where his office was, and his face is ashen, and it's also got a strange sheen to it that you can see even from where you are.
Is it like our sheet? Like he has the same thing we have?
A little bit, yeah. You might, yeah. You can't see it, Castien,
Oh,
but
that's right. That's fair.
the others, but
It's probably
Vrithelion
best I
and
can't see it.
Kerzzan can.
Mm.
Yeah. But yeah, it's he does not look well. And he goes back into his office.
Like
And-
unwell, like sickly, or unwell, like he's
Sickly.
scared?
Like
Mm.
both. He does not, he looks like it seems almost as if he's dropped some kind of illusion. You suspect, like, again, Kerzzan, you got 22. With the 22, you suspect that he may have either been wearing makeup or had a minor or major illusion up before. But you can tell that he is not well. He's got probably the same thing that you did and that the rest of them do. He's probably got the astral rot. And he goes back into his office.
Look around at any. Well, I know a bunch of them ran.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anyone left? Like, do I have a sneaking suspicion we're in like some sort of astral rot colony.
Oh my god.
Just-
Like a leper colony.
Leper
Like a leopard. Well, yeah, they've all like gathered together.
That is an interesting. All right, make me a roll. I'm not necessarily going to tell you exactly what the roll is for.
So just a
straight,
generic D20.
just a straight D20 roll, and I will determine what.
Everybody, or just Vrithelion?
No, just Vrithelion, because he's
Lucky
who's
13.
Ooh.
wondering. With a 13, you can't quite make out anybody else's features because they're all far away from you. They're all far enough away from you that you can't see, and running away doesn't. There's just too much chaos. But based on your instincts, it seems like it's not out of the realm of possibility. It's a possible explanation for this place. You can't think of anything that would suggest that it's necessarily not the case.
While everyone's catching up with Damian and the octopus is running rampant in the background,
Octavius.
Kerzzan leads. Kerzzan leads over to Vrithelion and said, "Did you see that?
I did.
Shall we pay the doctor another visit? Shall we make another appointment?"
We should. We also need to get out of here before Castien kills us all.
I like you guys having this like
Oh,
should we
that
go
goes
pay him
without
another
saying.
visit
Yeah.
in the background, like the octopus version of Godzilla
Just-
is going on.
The
Yeah.
octopus is literally just like the octopus. I think the octopus is by now has finished eating Aster's head.
Oh no!
And is casting around for others to continue to consume as it is hungry. It told you it was hungry.
Octavius, go! Go! Octavius, go! Go! Octavius, go!
Are you cheering that?
Yeah.
The others in the city, there's 2 people right up here. They look stormy faced. They do not look happy with what you're cheering. They start approaching for here.
Okay.
Is Damian up with his boat fully now? By the way, you said it was
Yeah,
100 feet
yeah.
down, so I assume I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
he's
flying boat.
Yeah,
it is a flying boat. Yeah, as
yeah.
it reaches the surface, those Pegasus wings just go all the way out, and I just like hover there for a moment in this what seems to be a mechanical-esque, steam-esque contraption, if you will.
Like steam.
As Damian looks around at you guys, hey! Ah! Ah! As he turns around and sees a fucking octopus that was definitely not there when he was coming up. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
There's a huge octopus, everybody! Get on the fucking boat!
He's my friend.
Okay.
That doesn't make it any better. I think it makes it slightly worse, actually.
Octavius is gonna start. It's finished with Aster. It's gonna start crawling back down this way, and you're not quite sure whether he's going after these two or whether he's going after your party.
Bulwark, can I have an egg?
Yeah, here. I'll just hand you the bag. You just put your hand down and just grab some out.
I'm gonna take like 3 and just one by one hand them to my friend.
We do not have an infinite supply of eggs.
Infinite eggs.
Taking 3, we're down to 153 eggs left.
Oh no, it's not enough.
Hey, you
Only
guys got some eggs.
153. All right. One of them is quite heavy. 2 of them are light. What are you gonna do with those eggs?
I'm gonna hand it the light one first.
Okay.
See how
You're gonna hand it to him?
Light one.
You're
yeah, I
not just gonna
figure
like
I'll,
toss it into it.
No, I figure I'll kind of be like, here, little baby bird, and put like this.
It does have a beak.
Mm.
All right. Octavius reaches out, snatches the egg from your outstretched hand, and pops it in his mouth.
Did you like it?
It's delicious.
This one's flavored heavy.
What do you mean?
It's flavored heavy, so when you hold it, it's heavy.
It grabs the heavy egg from your hand and takes it and looks at it with one of those giant eyes. And slowly it swivels that eye back at you. And he says, "Where have you been to find these things?"
Well, they came from the bag, and I point to the bag. Before they were in the bag, they were in a bar. Before they were in a bar, I'm assuming they were in a chicken.
I will have them all. And he holds out like 6 of his tentacles.
Well, I can give you like 4 more, but then you gotta talk to Bulwark and Vrithelion about the rest. Cause they're
All of them.
Vrithelion!
Immediately.
The very like dad energy. Vrithelion!
And the Octavius kind of hulks his body so he looks bigger than he is, and he is very large. He is a
Don't
very
you intimidate
large
me.
giant octopus.
Don't you intimidate me, mister. I will put you back in the hole. I gave it the eggs, I can take it the eggs away. Now we can do this nicely, and you can get some eggs, or you can get sent to bed with no supper.
All of them.
Well, hold
They shall be
your
mine.
horses, or tentacles, or eggs, or you can go eat another person if you want. I gotta go see Vrithelion about the eggs.
And
I wish I spoke octopus. I wish.
and he saunters over and climbs up this wall and starts eating this guy.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Guys, is
Oh.
this thing okay with us?
This
or
is
are
such
we gonna
an-
be fucked soon? Like, he's running out of people to eat, and this boat, it can fly. If you didn't know, we can leave whenever we want.
Oh, this
we
is such a
gotta-
nice boat.
Oh, so
We got a
Castien,
bunch
you,
right?
you need to stop this beast from eating people. Now!
Why?
The fact that you have asked that question is disturbing on many levels.
It's the circle of life. He's an octopus. He eats people. The people built their home around the octopus's home.
I do not believe octopi eat people
Well,
naturally.
believe your eyes. And I point to octopus. To Octavius eating.
Kerzzan,
Yeah.
check on the doctor.
oh,
Yeah. This guy is
so
actually
is the
heading off
octopus
this
in
way.
the way of the doctor?
Yes, because he's right here, and the doctor's office is kind of over here. The doctor's office
Okay,
is,
so,
is, like, near where these two guys are, if you see them.
So Kerzzan says, looks at Vrithelion. Oh, no problem. I can talk to him. I can cast speak with animals too. Forgot. Sorry. So he just does like a little ding, 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 and just kind of wanders off. Like, oh sure, yeah, no problem.
I forgot
so-
this whole time. Sorry.
This whole time just watching the carnage. Like, you know. So I am behind. I assume the octopus is chowing down on somebody as I
Yeah,
approach.
Currently, he's finished the head and the shoulders, and it's sort of got one
Onto
of
the
its...
knees and toes.
Onto the knees and toes.
As
He's got some toes in his mouth, and he's like, popcorn.
Tentacles, toes, and mouth. This is a very interesting stream. So
Yeah, today just kind of went somewhere that
If the views go
whatever.
up, I'm concerned about the algorithm.
I don't
mhm.
know. It's
Okay. So Kerzzan is going to cast Minor Illusion to create a very giant, delicious-looking egg, and hold it like behind his back, and then kind of just taps on the octopus's. I was gonna say shoulder, whatever the equivalent is for an octopus. Pardon
Okay.
me, my cephalopodal companion. Could I just have a word with you?
Okay, so it sort of whirls one of its eyes to look at you. And so
Oh,
what
God,
is
that's
the
big.
what is the minor illusion? It's the minor illusion to create what?
To just create like a very large, delicious-looking egg.
Okay,
Looking-
a large, delicious-looking egg. All right, so what is your spell save DC?
Oh, good question. Oh, 15.
Okay. It looks at you and it looks next to you and it says, "Why are you trying to trick?" And it reaches out one of its tentacles towards you.
Oh, okay.
Do I see this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, is this should I dodge out of the way kind of approach?
might wanna.
Or
You might
Yeah,
wanna.
okay.
Or
Yeah,
else I'm gonna make you all roll
Oh,
initiative again.
is this just is he just emoting or is he reaching
No,
for
he's reaching
for
for
me?
you because he disbelieves your illusion. He rolled high
Right.
enough that he knows that you're trying to pretend that it's an egg, so he's not particularly well inclined towards you.
Octavius, what are you
Right,
doing?
right. I've got this, Castien. Just trust me. So I'll go dodge out of the way.
Okay.
Roll dexterity.
Yes, please do.
I rolled a 4.
You got this.
Uh,
you got this, dude.
You
Oh,
you
no.
are
As I'm hanging
grappled.
upside down.
You are
Octavius?
grappled, and he is seriously considering making you all roll initiative again. But he's listening to
Oh, wait.
Castien. What is it?
If you
Your
put that one
friends are beginning.
down, I'll give you another heavy egg.
I will take all of them.
I don't know how many are heavy, and I don't have a scale. Think of all the people you could eat in between then and now.
I'm interested in the eggs.
Am I able to talk still, or am I like
You hear
fully
this whole
wrapped up?
thing?
No, you can talk. You can talk.
So while I'm hanging upside down, it's like, if I might just chime in there. I
You
just,
may
I
not.
understand. I understand. Look, just hear me out. I understand that you have a penchant for the eggs that we have, but we obviously have some of these of promise to other lords and ladies in Waterdeep. We have, obviously there's a way I'm sure we can all get what we want. And I'm kind of like doing this from inside the tentacles. We can all get what we want. So how about a compromise? What if I hand sort through all the eggs and get you, let's say, how many do we have left? Bulwark, how many eggs do we have left?
153.
But
153?
that's Vrithelion's eggs. You can't bargain with Vrithelion's eggs. They're not
Vrithelion's-
Already, but you have been already.
only with some. Only with some. Okay, he's bargaining with all the Delicious.
Meanwhile,
And they are all of our eggs. They're not just mine.
Hey, I got some
meanwhile,
eggs too.
friends,
Hell yeah.
Kerzzan losing breath. We're Kerzzan
okay.
dying.
The doctor opens the door and cries out, "Do you have any idea what those eggs are?"
Do you want to get eaten?
No, and he closes the door.
That's right.
Ah,
Octavius, if you set him down, you can eat another person. There's one right there. You can eat another person. You chow down and we'll talk. We'll discuss this eggs, but if you eat or kill Kerzzan, no eggs. Think of the benefit here. Some eggs, maybe all eggs, or no eggs.
Can I concur with her and make that a persuasion attempt on my end?
You can. You
Like,
can.
exactly
with
what she
with
said.
advantage, because
Thank you.
Castien has given you advantage.
Oh, 28.
Oh!
Oh.
yeah, there we go.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Octavius puts you down. And he looks at you and he says, "I will take 5 heavy eggs, as you call them.
Why do you like the eggs?
I'm not speaking to you."
Well, that's rude, because you did just technically speak to me, so now you're lying to me. That's
Is
even
she
ruder.
Kerzzan looks at
always
Vrithelion
like
and
this?
just holds up 5, like, yeah, 5?
Alright.
And then, so so he looks back at Octavius, does a deep bow, and says, "We accept your most generous offer. Thank you so much for sparing me."
And there is one other thing I must do
Hmm?
with you. I will allow you to live, but you must find your way out. And Damian.
Oh God.
Oh yes,
He's moving his
casts
boat
command.
actively.
He commands you because he rolled well. He commands you, take all of these people, take them down into the depths,
Even me?
see if they can make their way out with
Even
your
me?
boat.
Okay.
And that is the command.
All right.
Eh.
Damien
Alright.
can't resist, I assume, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Not with what I rolled.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
So,
All right.
Vrithelion, are you going to give them the five heavy eggs?
I just look at Bulwark and nod.
I think Cassie still has my bag actually of eggs.
Who?
Do I know? Okay, can I just give 5 eggs? That was the deal. They don't have to be heavy eggs. So I'm just gonna draw 5
No,
eggs
no.
at random.
No, 5 heavy. No.
That
no,
wasn't
No, I
the
thought they were
deal!
5 heavy.
All right. All
The
right.
deal
If you,
was
okay,
5 heavy.
I
If
heard
you were
5
get-
eggs.
Castien-
Chat.
Castien, if you were going to do this, then you are going to roll deception with disadvantage.
Nah, I'll give it the 5 eggs.
Okay.
Just saying.
I mean, you
get
can
5
try.
eggs.
You
I
can
was
you can try to roll deception with
I
disadvantage.
was listening with my loophole brain, and my loophole brain
Yeah.
said 5 eggs, not 5 heavy eggs.
Yeah, that's okay. It is okay to have a loophole brain. It makes things really, really fun and awesome, but then you just have to roll deception with disadvantage if you want to do it.
Technically, it wasn't in the contract.
Mm.
Technically, I don't know that there was a written contract. I think the contract
No.
was he eats
Verbal,
people's
and
heads
we had witnesses.
and
Yep.
sucks at their brains.
Verbal contracts are binding on Toral.
Yeah.
True.
Hmm.
True.
All right.
What
I will
kind
give
of
it the
contract
5.
got you that boat, Damian?
What'd you say?
I said, what kind of contract got you that boat?
Secret one. He's not ready to reveal how he got this boat.
The
yet.
contract where he stole it from a boat salesman.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
love
leave
it.
I guess
5.
Damien's also going around, correct, and like gathering his friends too.
Yes,
With
he
the
is.
boat?
He is doing that with the boat.
Cool.
He is gathering his friends into his boat. And he is about to take them all down into the deep dark hole. The pit of
Yes.
Well, not
despair.
until, because I assume because Kerzzan's kind of the farthest away, he's going to
Yeah.
try and still talk to the doctor. So
You can try.
I go up.
Get a copy of
Okay,
his
is the door-
notes.
Is the door locked?
The door's locked.
Okay. Do I have? I don't have the knock spell. Can I attempt to disarm, or
Visibly
sorry,
not.
Oh, right. Lightning. Sure.
Can I
I just
break
give
the
a tap.
fuck in?
Sorry, hanging out with Castien too much.
No, that's okay.
Excuse me, Professor Doctorio. Are we okay?
Define we.
He's one of those guys. We, as in you, sir. Your person. I noticed your complexion. Is different than when we first met, and just wanted to make sure with the rampaging octopus and whatnot that you were alive and whole.
The doctor opens the door a crack, and through the door you can see his face looks almost like it's melting into light. It's got a shimmery, glittery cast but also pitted, sort of like a leper. And so it looks as if his entire selfhood is melting into light goo. He's only got one eye left. The other one is halfway down his cheek.
Oh my
And-
word! What's happening? What's wrong with? Are you? He's just lost for words.
Yeah. If you know what's good for you, you'll leave now. You'll leave and you'll never come back here. And you'll leave them too. They will end up like me. Experimentation does not work on this. Nothing works on this. I thought I had a cure. I tried to have a cure. It didn't work. I tried to cure myself. And look at me now. And a single gooey tear rolls down where his ruined eye used to be. Down the wreck of his cheek.
Where's like the book that we gave him?
Oh, it's in his office, I'm sure.
No, I took it
Oh,
back.
do you-
Remember?
Oh,
No,
no,
remember?
never
Because I'm
mind.
like, oh
Vrithelion-
no,
Vrithelion took it back, yeah.
I'll be holding on to this.
Okay,
Right.
good. Do we remember if did he put notes in the book, or does he have like his own notes?
I mean, he's got shelves and shelves worth of various medical notes in his office. You can ask him if he'll give you the notes from the treatment, the various treatments if you want.
Yeah. So Kerzzan just looks at him and just goes, I'm so sorry for what has befallen you, but we still have hope to beat this. If you would be willing to provide us your notes, perhaps we can, if not us, find someone else that could continue your work and put an end to this.
He considers for a moment. He considers. He puts up one finger, closes and locks the door. And about 20 seconds later, he comes back holding just a big, it's not quite a book, it's almost just a stack of various parchments in various states of disrepair. And he shoves it at you, and he says, someone might as well make use of this.
Thank you so much. We won't let you down. And then as he looks down, as his like oozing hand is holding the papers, Kerzzan has his mage hand pick it up from him so he doesn't have to do it.
Smart.
And then just kind of slowly backs away now that like the facade is over. It's like, thank you so much. And then just walks away.
So the doctor, it seems as though he collapses to his knees, like behind the door with the door open only a crack, and then collapses to the floor. And that one eye that was halfway down his face is kind of lying almost next to him in the dust on the stone, still connected to the optic nerve, just flopped there. And
Ooh,
Octavius.
spaghetti eye.
Yeah, pretty gross. Octavius, who has finished eating this guy, comes around, looks at you, Kerzzan, and he says, "You have 30 seconds." Considers the body of the doctor, shudders, and instead grabs one of these two guys and eats his head.
Oh my god.
The other guy
Right.
runs screaming and jumps down into here, where he breaks his leg and continues to scream. Kerzzan, this guy is dead because he has been eaten. Kerzzan, what are you doing?
Well, after that, because that's a lot to take in, Kerzzan looks over and sees everyone's getting in the boat, and she goes, time to go! The octopus can tell time!
Oh.
I assume Damian's gathered everybody up. I don't think anybody's like fighting him, right?
No.
No.
The Damian's. I mean, I don't know. You guys decide. Castien, are you going with Damian, or what are you doing?
Castien has been carefully weighing eggs, and she's like, well, this one's like just a wee bit heavier than this one, but I don't know if that counts as a heavy egg or not. So she'll be doing that for a little bit.
Well, you have about 30 seconds before Octavius has threatened
Fine.
to kill you all.
She'll put them both down, and that's 5. And I'll go hop
Permission.
in the boat.
Permission to come aboard, Captain.
Come on aboard, guys. This octopus thing's in my fucking mind right now, telling me where to go. So I think I need to go where he is telling me. I'm very scared. I don't speak octopus, by the way, so I'm even more scared right now. As Damian's whipping the boat, he sends the draw board, by the way, to like make it easy, because he's still like flying a little bit. Sends the draw board down to like pick everybody up. You guys all come on board, and he flips a lever again to like put it back in. This thing's really cool, by the way. And he waves to the octopus. Okay, and then just kicks one thing down, and we all start going down into the hole.
Octavius, I love you. Eat lots of people
Granny, are you-
while I'm gone.
Granny, are you still kind of a spider? still in your
I'm
form
not.
of
My
dread?
form of dread is gone, but spider climb lasts for an hour, so I'm just this entire time have just been swinging back and forth on my hair.
I love this so much.
Like a
And
rocking
Octavius-
chair made out of hair.
Spider pant.
Oh my gosh.
Spider fan.
Octavius looks at you, Granny, almost for the first time, and he shouts between bites of person. He shouts to you and to you, Kerzzan and Castien. Why does she have 8? Like me? Is she me? Is she one of me?
Octavius has a crush.
You may leave her.
Granny, if you want to stay behind, Octavius has a crush on you.
Oh. Okay. Very good. Should I?
Or no, and Damian just go and just fucking like hits it like full speed down. Like he's like, no, what are you doing? And then we just fucking go really fast down.
I don't know, Granny. Are you into that sort of thing?
No,
What are you doing?
absolutely not.
Why are you trying to get with that 8-legged freak over there?
Hey,
Granny, you
Rating
can
has
you can do
changed
much better,
dramatically.
Granny. You could do much better.
Oh my gosh. Challenge rating impossible. But it's that thing on Tinder.
Different day.
Okay,
We'll get
so
10 legs, Granny. Don't worry. Way better.
oh my it's only an 8, you need a 10, Granny. Sorry, that was really ridiculous. Okay, so I actually think that might be a good place to stop for a little 5-minute break, so I can get everybody's stuff into the right place in the new place where we're gonna be,
Cool.
underneath
Sea.
the ground,
Sweet.
under the sea.
Oh wow.
Or it's not.
Sorry, that's definitely
It's-
gonna need copyright.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, underneath the eyes can see thing. Anyway, no, you are going to be in some caverns, and it's going to be really awesome. But I have to set it all up, and you
I
all
have to find
totally
music.
almost killed and or dated that octopus,
Hey, you know.
or were killed by.
All right, we'll see you guys
Oh,
in 5
yeah, we were
minutes.
nowhere near killing it.
No.
No, you were
No.
actually, you would have all died if you had continued to try to be in combat, but Castien didn't be in combat anymore because so it goes.
I'd like
because
to
that's
point
how
out
Castien
I have
do.
not been in combat at all so far. I have Brave Sir Robin ran away or hugged my way out of most of my problems.
Brave Sir Robin.
That is true. Well, that is a Castien talent. I love it.
All right, we'll see you guys in 5 minutes.
Bravely
fixed things. I think. No, you're still muted. Okay, now you're not muted. Yay!
Hey!
Yay!
Freedom.
All right, Jess, you want to lead us down the spooky dooky caves?
Okay, well.
Dookie Caves.
Dookie Caves? Spooky Dookie Caves. That is now what they are known as, is the Dookie Caves.
There's a
Green
sign
Day
as
once-
Damian like lowers us in. Welcome to Dookie Caves.
Turn around! Turn around!
Green Day once played a
Ooh.
concert here. The acoustics were amazing.
Ah,
So that's a joke that you will not get if you're younger than a millennial.
Yeah.
So you all are. I guess you're in Damian's boat. I don't have a boat icon. I should make a boat icon this time. There should be an icon for Damian's Pegasus boat. But for now, you're all sort of floating in Damian's boat, and you sort of land-ish on this little platform in this cave system.
Oh,
It is.
All right, you're good.
There isn't much light in the cave other than there's some bioluminescence. There's like, bioluminescence, like it looks like sort of glowing microorganisms. That's most of the light in these caves, is what looks like algae and other little small creatures that are glowing on the walls. There do seem to be a couple of things that look like torches, but they don't have fire. It's almost like they're just glowing false fire. And they do let off a little bit of light, but it is low light in here. So if you can see in low light, you're fine. If you can't see in low light, then you're gonna have to probably figure out some way to deal with that.
I feel like elves can see through low light. I don't remember.
Yes,
Mhm.
elves definitely have dark vision.
Yeah.
Dark
And
vision.
Damian, as he's coming down with the boat, God, Granny, why are you letting that thing talk to you like that, hit on you like that? Ugh.
I don't
He's
know.
coming-
Why not? Right?
he's
I couldn't
coming-
understand him.
it's like
True.
like the noises that it was making and like its eye was looking at you. I just got a weird feeling out of it. I don't know.
Damian recognized spitting game in any language.
And Damian's lowering our vessel here down and goes over and parks the boat. Basically, there's like an emergency brake that parks everything into place. There's a little chest that Damian has, and he kicks it open, and there's some wooden torches that are unlit. He grabs them. All right, I can see just fine down here. I'm cool. Are any of you having a hard time seeing down here? Raise your hand.
Oh, Bulwark.
Hello.
Oh,
I'm
buddy.
sorry.
Aren't you?
Oh.
But isn't your face kind of a torch?
You'd think that.
I guess if you
Damian.
open your furnace face to like let the glow out, maybe. you
That-
can
that-
see.
Every time I do that, all the bugs get in, and it's really annoying.
It's true. It's
Listen,
true. There
fair,
are bugs in
fair.
caves.
Buddy,
Isn't
I
that
will
like
not
just
let this
food
bug get you.
If anyone cannot see, I can create magical light.
Mm.
You want to do it on this torch?
I can too, but I just kiss the rocks and the rocks light up because they're blushing.
Mm-hmm.
You and we must have a
Science.
we must have a discussion about many things later. I touched the
Now you
top of the
just killed
I
everybody.
touched the top of the torch and cast light.
Okay.
Right.
So this torch is now lit. Castien, explain to me that have you actually been kissing the rock? You've been
Oh
kissing
no,
the
if
rock.
you pick up a rock and you kiss it, it lights up.
Oh.
That's magic.
Oh,
And he
Oh, no,
hands
that's-
it to
No,
uh,
it
you.
blushes.
hands a torch
It's
to
a little-
Bulwark.
It's just
Go ahead. You can
embarrassed.
explain.
Yeah,
The
okay,
rock
so
is
I
embarrassed.
I take the torch that's not lit. I pick up a rock. I kiss it. It lights up. Put it on the torch. Hand it like an ice cream cone to Bulwark.
Kiss the torch, not the rock.
So
Well,
you're
I don't
turning
have
the
it-
rock on, in
no,
which
I'm
it
making
turns
blush.
on.
It's embarrassed, you know? It's not been kissed by many people before. How many rocks have you kissed, Kerzzan?
Not many. No.
That's fair.
She has a
Gonna
point.
say, yeah, okay. I'm gonna stop arguing with Castien logic.
I'll beat you with experience. Don't do it. Don't
Do we
do
still
that
have
level.
those little rocks that say
I'm un-
Castien's always right, or whatever they said? I
do.
can't remember.
I
We
have
do.
no
We
listen
do.
to Castien, and then Vrithelion has listened to Castien.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
both of us are about at the same percentage to use it now.
Can I just cast Detect Magic, just to see if anything around here lights up as magical?
Yes.
My
Okay,
eyes
so
glow.
so your eyes glow.
Mhm.
So your eyes glow as you cast Detect Magic, and these lights that are on that are on the rocks, these lights that look kind of like torches, definitely glow. They are definitely magical. There is also there's other magic in here. There's some that feels almost old or ancient. That seems almost washed away by whatever body of water made these caves. So there seems to be some naturally occurring magic here, and there's also definitely traces of other kinds of magic, a mix. There's some illusion, there's some transmutation, but that echo seems a little far away. There's some evocation. So it's not a place without magic, but this little area right here doesn't seem quite as steeped in magic. You sense a little bit more along sort of this way to the right of where you're, or sorry, rather to the left of where you're looking. But this little structure in front of you is definitely feels as if it is magical and was more magical before. It feels as if the magic has faded somewhat.
Does it look familiar at all, or like is anything about it stand out to me of something that I might have heard of or read about before?
Make me a, you know what, pitch me a roll. Where would you have heard about this? Where
I don't
would you
know.
have-
Just
would you have heard about
if I
this,
was
like,
at
library learning or like
yeah,
experience
because I
yourself?
was at Candlekeep before doing some research about the area, so I was wondering if maybe if anything came up, even if there's like a symbol on it that peaks something, if I can tell anything about what this actually is.
Okay, roll me Arcana.
Cool. 11.
It doesn't. Within 11, you can definitely see symbols. There's some symbols inscribed in the rock. A couple of them look familiar, but you can't quite place where you might have seen them before. So
Alright.
they're not unknown to you. They're just not immediately recognizable.
All right. Well, everyone, I guess we have to find our way out of here. Damian, how did you get in? Have you just been wandering around down here?
I have been singing and driving my boat all around here. I started at like the ocean area, and then I just started going into like this cave-esque thing that just looked interesting, and one thing led to another. I'm now here. I was controlled by an octopus for a hot minute. I think I'm fine now. And I got my friends back, so that's good.
That's
It's quite lucky that you did find us, really.
Very fortuitous.
and now you know how to get us out of here?
Well, it's funny you say that. I remember how I got in. I don't remember how to get out, honestly, though. I was singing a lot, and I might... I've been in here for like a few hours, honestly. I've honestly been trying to get out. It was complete luck that I found you guys. I fell asleep for a minute, and then I woke up, and then yeah. So a lot happened while I was down here. This thing drives itself, by the way, occasionally. This is Peggy, by the way. Peggy And if you look on
Hi,
the side
Peggy.
of the boat, it says Peggy is.
Mm.
So yeah, this is Peggy. She's a good old girl. And yeah, so when that octopus thing kind of got in my mind there, it kind of told me where to go. So I can probably get us there if you guys want to check it out. Or we can just kind of fuck around and see if we can get out of here though too. I'm cool not going to that octopus's lair thing.
Can anyone sense direction? Ideally, we would like to continue heading east.
You hear and feel as much as you hear. Before anybody can respond, you feel almost like a whoomph, like a pressure wave go through each of your bodies. I'd like each of you to make me a wisdom save, please.
Oof. Jesus, bad rolls tonight.
15.
17.
9.
19.
9.
10.
Ooh.
Okay. So
I like to be flummoxed with Granny.
Okay. So nothing actually immediately happens to you, Vrithelion and Granny, but that oomph, that pressure wave, it feels as though it gets stuck in your body. It doesn't. I mean, like for everybody else, the sort of pressure like goes through your body as if it's like as if you've been close to an explosion and there's been a wave of air that's come out and sort of flattened you. But for the rest of you, it passes. For you, Vrithelion, and you, Granny, it feels as though that pressure gets stuck in your body, and there's just a strange. It's not quite a physical pressure. It's almost like a metaphysical pressure. There's just something that feels like it's hanging on to you. But nothing else happens. It doesn't do anything to you.
Sort
At
of
this
rub
time.
rub my chest and start coughing, as is my brand.
Whoa,
As
hey,
is
buddy.
your thing.
Whoa. And Damian, in the little chest, there's a little like napkin-esque thing. And if you look in the chest spot, there's a few things in there. There's a compass, there's some rope, and there's some water and some alcohol, and this napkin thing that he was going to like kind of use as like a makeshift pillow today, but he didn't have time to get it out when he passed out. So he hands it to Vrithelion to like help cover his mouth a little bit
Yeah.
more.
I nod thanks to you.
Yeah. And he pulls out the compass too. Oh, you wanted to know kind of where we are. I don't know if this thing's gonna work here, by the way. I know that maybe the tectonic shit down here might be a little strong, but hey, if you want to we could take a look. And Damian looks at the compass. What's the compass doing?
The compass is it's pointing you. It's pointing you in. Well, you can see the compass. It seems to be working. Whether it's actually working, you aren't 100% sure. But
Okay.
but it's not like spinning around. It seems to be pointing the accurate direction.
Perfect. As he looks down and he sees that it's like pointing like northwest-ish. All right, so we're kind of northwest-ish right now. So we could probably figure it out. I came from that way, and like it's like east-ish. It's that way. So.
All right. So if you want to go towards where the compass is pointing east, you're gonna want to go sort of past this thing, underneath this bridge, and out here, out in where this is all water under here.
Okay.
So
Is this all walking, by the way, that we get through, or is this like somewhere I can take the boat with us?
No, this is you are definitely taking this flying boat because there's no way in
perfect.
heck you're walking through here. This is a river. You don't want to walk through
Beautiful.
this river.
Does this thing we're standing next to, does it look like it may have at one point been the pylon of a bridge?
Ooh.
That's a very good question. Please, no, not nature, I guess. Is there a construction check?
Yeah.
Make me a just make me a perception check, just a straight perception roll.
Guidance.
Ooh, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, I may need it. I don't know if that's going to help, but let's see. Oh, 14.
Excuse me. So, It does not look like the pylon of a bridge, like a physical bridge that you can recall that is in your knowledge. But it does seem to have probably been part of a larger structure. You don't know what that structure would have been, but it definitely seems like it was constructed by something, and that it was probably part of a larger structure. In fact, if you look around, you can see some rubble around it in other places that looks to be the same kind of stone as this thing is built out of.
So whatever it was, it's fallen apart.
Yes.
All right. Well, Damian, I'm sorry, Captain. You should let us continue.
All right. Well, let's. You guys gonna go? I mean, back where you think I'm like trying to get us out, or you want to go towards the octopus's lair thing that I think is this way?
No, we should. Well.
Oh no. Oh no.
I mean, we don't really have to go to that octopus's lair.
When we dropped down the well, was there multiple places to go?
When you dropped down the well, it was just it landed you here, and
Okay.
you can either go this direction or you can go this direction.
Yeah. So I recommend that we go. At least try as much of an easterly path as we can to try to get to the what were they called?
The green fields.
The green.
The green,
Yeah.
the green fields. Yes.
Yeah,
Are you going to get to the green fields through this little area?
maybe.
Maybe. Who knows?
All right. Well, let's start going eastish,
I mean, I know.
because I would rather not go to that thing's lair if we can help it. So, and Damian looks at his group and is like, "All right, I'm gonna start back up the boat, and we should start going that way." Then, you guys good with that?
Yes.
That works. for me.
Yes.
I do have 2 things I would like to do on the boat, if possible, while we're going. Oh, no.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm just gonna explain my thought process to everybody. First, I want to identify one of the heavy eggs.
Okay.
That seems like that's been coming up a lot in the last 20 minutes.
Oh, Damian can
Otherwise-
identify another egg, by the way, if you'd like. I totally forgot about that too.
It
Actually.
Sweet.
identifies its egg.
Yeah.
And then we should. You got notes while we were up there, right, Kerzzan? Like you got.
Yes.
So yeah, we should like look through those and see how
Yeah.
how bad our situation really is.
Yeah. I'll start also reading the book we got from the pumpkin guy. Since we
Okay.
have some boat time, I'll read on the boat.
Oh, yeah.
You have a little bit of boat time.
Cool.
Yeah. So okay. So who wants to go first?
I'll identify a heavy egg.
Okay. You're identifying heavy egg.
Yes.
So, I'm trying to figure out exactly how to tell you about this without ruining it. The heavy egg does not require attunement. It is definitely a magical item. It is definitely imbued with magic. It doesn't require attunement. It doesn't have charges. What spell created it? It's not exactly a spell that created it. It's. I'll have to figure out how to explain that in the context of the identify spell. But it is definitely imbued with magic, and the thing is, it's not exactly something you can use. It's something that is itself. It almost, it's like it uses itself. It has a function, and when it is time for that function to happen, then it will happen, like any egg, pretty much. But there.
How
is
many
some-
heavy eggs do we have?
You have. I think I specified think I specified last time that there were a certain percentage. I think it was like 18 or something. Well, I guess now you have 13.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Technically
I can't remember
14,
exactly. I should probably
including the one in my
Yeah.
pocket.
Right. Okay. So you now have 14. All right. We're just gonna make it canon that there were 18, and now there were 13, and now there's 14.
We love
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just.
Excellent.
I am the ADHD dungeon master.
Ah,
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's I as the ADH dungeon master, I'm just deciding that it's 14 eggs, and I'm gonna write that down in my session notes that
Hell
there
yeah.
are 14 more heavy eggs.
You say we
Right.
do, or does Bulwark learn how to use the? Because I know you said it's like not usable fully, but it like uses itself when it's time, kind of thing.
Yeah, Bulwark understands that when it is time, the egg will hatch.
Oh,
When
does he
it
know
is
when
time,
that time is?
he does not know. He does not know when that time is because the egg itself does not know when that time is. But the
Oh.
egg knows how to tell when that time is. and the egg sort of knows it in a way that it's not conscious because the egg itself is not conscious. It has a trigger, and when the trigger happens, the egg will hatch. And that is the case for all of the heavy eggs. And they are magical, but they cannot be used because if somebody tries to break them, nothing will make them hatch unless it is the specific trigger for that egg.
Also, are there different triggers for different eggs?
Yes.
Right. Pokemon.
Hell
Yeah, exactly. That's where my brain went. It's like we have to walk around in
Yeah.
a circle a lot.
You guys got a bunch of Pokeballs,
Boil a
sorry.
bunch of them, one of them will hatch. Expose one to a leaf.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Damian, do you remember when you like rode your bike back and forth quickly? Damian's just doing that with the boat now. No, I'm just kidding. Trying to hatch the
That's
egg.
amazing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, it's not like a certain number of kilometers. There are no Poke stations or whatever the heck there are now in Pokemon Go. Yes, so you know that these are magical eggs. They have things inside them. The things will hatch when it is time. You don't know when that time is. You don't know how they were created. You don't know how to use them or if they have a use other than to hatch, but they will hatch. Unless they are destroyed or eaten or whatever, in which case they won't hatch. And whatever was going to happen when they hatched will not happen.
Can I use the identify spell on the other egg? But can I ritual cast it so I don't have to burn anything? That's cool.
Sure. Yeah.
Cool. Hell
Definitely.
yeah. All right, Damian's gonna hold this egg for a second. Can if you want to do the ritual, or we can let time pass quickly. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm happy to, so you're identifying a different egg.
Yeah, whichever. Yeah. Because Damian's
Okay.
now super interested in these eggs. As he saw Octopus Man eat them, and seemed like he wanted more. He didn't know he wanted more, but he felt like there was.
Right.
So yeah.
So you basically you get this answer. Sorry, this is not the heavy egg. These are the light eggs.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
whichever.
another
Yeah.
heavy.
Guys, let me get an egg real quick. Let me see what I can find out on this eggs.
Is this the heavy? So are you identifying the light, like the regular
Yeah.
eggs?
The regular eggs. Yeah.
Okay, it's an egg.
Guys, and he cracks it. This is a fucking egg.
Why?
No.
Why would you do that?
Egg.
You,
I've lived
Oh,
we
The
wanted to know
marvels of
what it
science.
was. It was a regular egg. What do you mean?
Yes,
why would
we're
I do
well-
that?
We're well aware they're regular eggs. We know this already.
Oh, then why are we
152
sitting
eggs,
here
guys.
looking at these fucking eggs if you know they're eggs then, man?
There are two types, heavy ones and the light ones. The light ones are for our breakfast.
Oh. Well,
Damian,
I said this
yeah.
was just an egg. I mean, I wouldn't
Yeah.
have just cracked it like that. I just
Also, Damian, you weren't here, but Vrithelion has become quite attached to these eggs. So
It's not that
it's
I
kind
am
of a-
attached. It is food for the journey.
Did
And
you
we
want
eat
that
lots
egg
of
that I
food.
just cracked? Because it's right here.
It's
I
a bit
don't
touchy
mind.
about it.
It's cracked all over the deck of your ship. No, it's fine. It's
Did
fine.
you just egg your own boat?
I did by accident.
Oh
yeah.
no.
He's
Never giving that
realizing what
deposit
he's
back.
done. Can I have that
Yeah.
napkin I gave you, by the way, back so I can clean this mess up?
No,
So-
no, I'm keeping it.
It's like a rag. Yeah, it's like a rag.
I'm keeping it. It was a gift.
Okay. Well, that's fair. And he's
Granny?
going to prestidigitation his like.
He's gonna what?
I'm gonna prestidigitation. I'm gonna clean up this this boat real
No,
quick, like it wasn't even there.
prestidigitation.
Man, prestidigitation is one of those spells that I wish I had IRL to clean my house. But I don't, so I have to do it myself. Granny and Vrithelion, you guys are starting to feel a little headachy from the pressure in your souls from that thing. The rest of you are just fine.
Ooh.
Is it making it hard to focus like I'm trying to read this book?
It is a little bit making it a little bit hard to focus.
Alright, I'll just keep
and so
focused.
yeah, so for each couple of pages, I'm gonna ask you to roll a DC 10, I guess investigation roll,
Mhm.
and then you won't be able to focus on like you're gonna have to like read them over again if you fail the roll.
Alright.
I think what everybody will notice is I'm still on my spider hair.
Yeah.
But I think my eyes are like blinking, and I think every so often you'll just hear Granny start to laugh a little bit, and then we'll just like turn and say, "Oh, I'm okay, dearie," and nobody is there.
Oh,
And if
So, like,
anyone looks,
I look and I'm talking to nobody, none of you, just somebody off to the side.
okay.
and if anyone looks at me, you'll notice I've read the same page, probably for like 10 minutes.
Oh no!
Just keep getting to the bottom.
Feels.
Shake my head. And, go back. It's just constant.
Feels. Right. I guess we're sort of like going this way. We're going under the bridge and like.
Yeah. The boat's
we're
like kind of, I'm like,
about here
I'm
right
still
now.
navigating it too, but like,
Yeah.
still rocking and rolling.
All right. So we're kind of like here by now as like everybody. You can move yourselves if you want, but you don't have to. But yeah. So Vrithelion, please do roll me one of those DC 10 investigation checks, so I can see if I'm going to tell you anything about what's in the book.
Hey, 19.
Okay, well then.
Hey,
All right, so that's actually pretty good. So remind me, which book are you reading? Are you reading the one that came from the
The pumpkin
man?
guy. Yeah.
the pumpkin guy? Yeah, so that book is in common, so it's anybody can read that book, and it contains, it's one of those books where, you know, those like amazing facts kind of books. It's a book of like basically amazing weird facts about Faerun, that was obviously written for, you know, kids, sort of like for children who are learning to read and needed something exciting to read. But one of the amazing facts that you're reading about is about a disease that makes you glitter. And the upshot of the entry in this amazing facts book is wait, sorry. Okay, sorry, Rachel, you're like the upshot of the entry in this amazing facts book is essentially, did you know that there was a disease that will make you glitter? It's just a legend, but legend has it that hundreds of years ago people died from this kind of disease, and it was called the glitter sickness, and it was, you know, you would
glitter gout right there. I'm just saying.
oh, glitter gout,
Glitter
missed
gout.
opportunity.
glitter gout. Okay, does it have to be glitter gout? I guess it could be glitter gout.
Glitterphasia.
Glitteritis.
Jinx.
Glitterite.
Glitteritis.
It goes by
Oh, that
many
sounds too
names.
close to other things.
That does sound bad. So the glitter sickness it is, and not glitter gout.
Oh,
Yeah. So okay, fine. It's glitter gout. But gout is something very specific. I don't know. It is. It's basically it's an illness that makes you glitter. But oddly enough, this weird fact, because it was written for children, It contains a nugget of information that you hadn't seen before. It basically says, if you run off into the forest, if you sneak out, you just might come back with glitter illness if you stay there too long. Because everybody who's gotten glitter gout, or whatever it was, everybody who's gotten this illness has been away a while, and they all left without saying goodbye, and then they came back sick. So never leave your house without telling your parents.
I'd like to point out, maybe that just meant don't leave without saying goodbye, or you'll get sick, but it's fine.
Well,
I mean, we did go into the tower without saying goodbye, and
That's
Not
true.
wrong.
and
that's it.
and then
Sounds
came
like
back.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
You're
So
not
the trick
sure
is
whether.
either say goodbye or don't ever come back.
Fair.
Oh, I should have known as a DM that you guys would see something. I mean, it was a book for children, so
Yeah,
you don't know 100% whether they were trying to scare kids into making sure to always say goodbye to your parents. But
Right.
it does say there is the suggestion that it happens when people leave for a while and then come back, and something happens to them after when they leave for a while and then come back. So.
Right.
That is the entry about this illness. The rest of the rest of the entries are similarly juvenile. You know, did you know that a Pegasus can fart 6 times in midair and make the clouds part? I don't know, whatever it was.
That's awesome.
I want to see that.
I knew it.
I read that and I look over to the side of the ship at the name of it.
Peggy, don't do that. She's a classy
Appropriately
girl.
named.
Yeah,
Did you know that Pegasi can fart rainbows? Anyway.
I also feel bad the fact that this children's book I've had such a hard time focusing and reading through.
It happens. It's one of those things. But yes, you definitely you're not feeling mentally as acute as you might otherwise have. But yes, you're reading a children's book, being like, oh yeah, I guess. But yeah, so you have this piece of information from this book. You don't know the veracity of the information, but that is the information that you gleaned from this book, from the Meat Pumpkin guy.
All right. Yeah, I finished the book. Just sit
Kerzzan,
there.
you're
Okay.
raising your hand over there. You got something to say? You all right?
No, just having a look at the notes, and I forgot that I can't read. So does anyone else want to? Sorry, it's the half undeadness. If anyone else would like to have a go deciphering science for me.
Bulwark
Science.
raised his hand.
I do science
yep.
good.
So it just has the mage hand bring the stack of papers to you like an intern.
Thank you. And I'm gonna read through the notes, and I'm gonna specifically look for any mistakes he might have made while trying to treat Kerzzan's friends or experiment on them, because he seemed like he didn't make much headway on it.
Interesting. Okay, please roll me investigation.
Guidance.
Thank God for the guidance. That's not good. That's what that whoop. I exited out of my character sheet.
Oh no, I guess you have to roll again.
Oh no.
And Bardic Inspiration if need be, too. He's got you, buddy.
Can he get 2 bardic inspirations? Does that?
Hell
Can you
yeah.
stack them?
What are the bardic inspirations? Is that D6 or
Yeah,
D8? at
It's
this
a
point?
1d6
D6.
as Damian sees you like struggling over there trying to fucking read that. You could do it, buddy.
That brings you up to a
You can
12
only have
with all of that.
one bardic inspiration at a time, unfortunately. But
Yep.
you can have guidance
Ah.
and bardic inspiration.
That brings you up to a nice 12. I did really bad on my first roll.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh no.
Just start shoveling notepaper into the fire. See how this reads.
that's how he reads. Yeah.
Yeah. So all right. So you're going through this stack of papers or of parchment, and it's this doctor has very, very bad handwriting, like most doctors. So it is very difficult to decipher what he has written, and also it's just a giant mess. Like there's the notes are, in columns. Like, there doesn't really seem to be any kind of system by which he's put down all this information. So it's basically just like a big giant information dump in a big giant pile of parchment. But what you do glean is that he seems to have been truthful when he was talking about treating Kerzzan's friends, because you do find a record of cases that seem to match what Kerzzan has told you, including names and specifics. You also notice that the cases go back many years, hundreds of years. So this doctor seems to have been practicing for a very, very, very long time, much longer than the average human lifetime, say.
I will
But
relay
also,
all that.
yeah, it's very strange. But he does seem, you don't find, or at least you can't decipher or figure out in this pile of information specific information about how they died, but you can confirm that he did treat them.
Did you also relay the information about the heavy eggs too yet? Or?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay,
would have.
cool.
As we were going, I'm just sort of.
And I would have
Yeah.
relayed.
You guys are
And I would have relayed my children's book fable too.
And I would have relayed that the egg that I was holding was a real egg. So.
Yeah, we're aware.
Ah.
We saw.
It's a real egg.
Oh, man.
There is another, and I would like you all to make another wisdom save. Vrithelion and Granny, you guys don't need to because you're already.
Oh
you're
my
already hit.
god.
Feeling.
I got a 5.
Oh, lucky.
Jesus.
19.
All right, so Damon, you got a 5.
Yeah.
How about everybody else?
17.
6.
19.
Okay.
Bill said it with his full chest. He was like, 6, yeah!
It's going good over here.
Nice.
And I'll do it again.
2 hands!
Nice. All right, so Damian and Bulwark, you both feel this same heaviness that sort of sticks around in you, and difficulty focusing. Kerzzan and Castien, you're fine. But Damian, you are the one piloting the boat.
Yeah.
And so you pilot the boat very quickly and deliberately along a pathway that looks kind of like this, along this water.
So we weren't going that way.
Yeah, guess y'all are going this way. Into this area. And then you stop the boat. And you're not 100% sure why you've done that. But all of you feel and see a pulsing in the light in this chamber. There's light that seems to come from a strange 8-pointed star that's scrawled, like the glowing image of this thing is scratched into the rocks over here. And
Nice.
this area is just it's eerie.
What is that?
Oh, I don't know.
Also,
Chuck an egg
I
at
feel like shit, by the way. I did not mean to pilot us this way. There was some weird feeling, and I just started drifting this way, honestly.
I have felt the same since we saw the pylon. Ugh, I cannot focus. It is this heaviness. This,
I feel fine, Castien says, having never focused in her life.
You know what? Yeah, I should have made you immune. Because you can't take away something you didn't have in the first
Castien was
place.
still weighing like the eggs, like heavy, not heavy, heavy.
Maybe it's my hands that are heavy. What if my left hand's slightly heavier than my right hand?
All right, so you hear you see this pulsing, and you feel almost like it's like if you're in a building where you've got noise canceling headphones in, but you've got but you can almost feel, it's like when you can feel the pulsing of music.
Yeah.
But it seems to be all around you. It's everywhere. It's in the air. It's in the water. It's in the light. And from within that, you start to hear a low screech that gets louder and louder and louder. And then you see them. You see two female forms that seem almost made of water that emerge as as almost tornadoes from the whirling waters in these two pools here. And they are the ones who are screeching. And you can just about see their faces, but you can definitely tell when they open their eyes. Because as they open their eyes, there's a beam of light that shoots from this 8-pointed star between the star and each of them. And they breathe in this light, and their whole bodies begin to glow with an eerie light. And I would like all of you to roll initiative.
Oh no!
Ooh.
Dun
You
dun.
have been pulled somewhere. And as you're rolling initiative, you hear, well, you're as you're preparing for battle, you hear from the water, from the river, not too far, a gravelly, growly chuckle as you see a slick black body just come up just a little bit and then submerge itself again.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a squid.
Octavius is a dad!
Nice.
Oh, you know what? I need to add, Bulwark, I need to add you to the encounter.
Huh. Do you want me to roll my initiative again?
No, it's okay. I could just add it. I can add it. No, Damian, I need to add you. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I got a 22
'cause
on my initiative.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, you think
Ooh,
you're
nice.
better than us?
As he just pilots the boat and just leaves. It takes us away.
Oh,
we don't even have to fight, guys.
no.
It's okay. I'll take us away. Don't worry.
Okay. So I'm gonna run a counter, and then. Okay, so everybody, tell me your initiative roll.
7.
Okay, 7.
13.
13
15.
for Vrithelion. 15 for Kerzzan.
I also got a 13.
Ooh, for Bulwark.
12 for Granny.
Okay. And Damian, you got it. You said
22.
22?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, okay. Let's see. 22. Nice. And then this thing did not. Okay. Okay. Damian, you are up.
Right. We are currently in the middle. Is that correct? Like, so we can dab smack see both of them one on the right looks to be like 55 feet, and then the one behind us is like 45 feet. Is that what I'm clocking on those bad boys?
Yes,
All right.
that is what you're clocking.
Sounds good. Damian is going to cast command on the one behind us. So this one over here, the 45 feet away.
Okay.
And I would like to command it to. I don't know if you'll allow me to do this, but like I'd like it to command and like basically tell it to go back to where it came from, or like go, like run away in a sense. Like I want it to run is my one word command.
Yeah, you can absolutely command it to do that.
Okay, beautiful.
You
But I
can-
want it to like run away, like as far as it can the other direction. I want it to like. So I don't know if like this little like thing it's in can like jump out of it and like go that way, or if it has to go like under and swim under. But I just want it to get away from us as fast as I can.
Okay, so you can shout run and see what happens.
Okay, it is a wisdom save of 14 for the creature. Spell has no effect if the target is undead, if it doesn't understand your language, or if your command is directly harmful to it. So.
So what language are you yelling it in?
Probably just common, honestly, or infernal. I mean,
Common or infernal?
I'll take infernal because we're in like a weird little place here. So.
Okay. It doesn't understand you.
Okay.
It doesn't understand infernal. So it sort of looks at you with those glowing eyes and just stays where it is.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
Damian's gonna let everybody know, hey guys, they don't speak infernal, just so you're aware.
All right.
And then
Okay.
he's going to. No, I'm done actually. I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. All right. Kerzzan, you're up, and then Bulwark, you're next.
Okay, I think Kerzzan's gonna try and cast Cloud of Daggers on the same creature, this elemental spinning thing. Yeah, and that's 4d4 damage, which is
Wow.
15.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Nice.
Lucky. That's 3 out of 4 4s.
That's my goodness. All right. So
It's my one for the game.
Hell yeah.
nice. Yeah. So these daggers kind of slice into what seems like water, but some of the water that drips from this thing seems red instead of normal watercolor, which so yeah, it seems it looks almost like it's slicing up a waterfall, but the waterfall screeches and seems hurt by it.
It do bleed.
It do bleed.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
This water do bleed. Okay, there we are. Bulwark and Vrithelion, you're on deck.
So these are, you said they're kind of like, they're basically water-y type creatures, right?
Yes.
All right. So Bulwark looks at them and realizes he has absolutely no way of doing any kind of damage to them at this range. And I'm going to prepare an action. If one of them gets within 30 feet of me, I'm going to try casting Create or Destroy Water.
Ooh.
Ooh.
If anybody wants to move a boat, by the way, feel free. Like you can kick Damian off the wheel anytime. By the way, Like,
You've been doing
yeah,
great so far.
Feel free. Like.
But that's all I can do right now is I'm going to prepare that. If one of them gets within range, I will boop cast it.
Okay. Smart.
my turn.
All right. Vrithelion, you're up, and Granny, you're on deck.
So I'm sort of in the same boat. There's not a
Yeah,
lot
you
I can
are.
do.
You're specifically in the same boat.
Whoa!
Well,
Name of the episode.
You're all in the
Very
same
rare
boat.
unintended pun from me. I don't have a lot of or any ranged necessarily, but I am going to pull my sword and my shield out, and I am going to move into the middle of the boat to try to be. I'm not sure how big is the boat, because I'd like to be 5 feet away from as many people as I can be.
It's probably, I mean, really it shouldn't be more than about 15 feet long because it could fit through that hole, but we can say it kind of fit through that hole a little bit like this. So let's give it 20 feet. We'll give it
Nice.
we'll give
All
it
right.
a 20 foot. We'll give you a
So-
20-foot boat.
20-foot yacht, baby.
Yeah, a yacht.
A yacht.
So, yeah, Raymond luxury yacht. All right, so looks like I'm probably 5 feet from Damian, Bulwark, Granny, and Castien. They're a boot. So I will end there. Ready for shenanigans.
Ready for shenanigans. Y'all are super getting ready for shenanigans.
Yeah.
Okay. Granny, it is now your turn. And then one of these guys is up.
I will attack the one that Kerzzan did the Cloud of Daggers to. I'm just gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
19 to hit.
Oof.
That'll hit.
Oh, yeah.
4 points of damage.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Those little Eldritch
Respectful sizzle.
Blasty things just go pss, 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 pss into the water, but like they sizzle into the water that makes up this figure, and she hisses at you like the water does.
I hiss back.
Okay.
Spider elephant hits.
I love it. All right, so this one is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Is this thing like swimming, by the way? Just out of curiosity.
It's kind of, well, it's not water up here. These are little pools that are on like shelves, like kind of cliff kind of things, and
Okay.
and then there's the water in here, but it is, I guess, swimming at this point. Yes, it's swimming through the, well, yeah. I guess it would have to be.
I just didn't know how
but-
like tall that cliff thing was. If it like is diving into
Yeah,
the water or
it's-
like.
It's only about 5. The bank is only about 5 feet. It's
okay.
the water is up to about 5 feet from the surface.
Cool.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
good question. So it is within 10 feet of Granny now. And so it is going to.
Sorry, real quick. As soon as it was in range, I was popping my Create Destroy water spell.
All right. Okay.
Which is just I destroy up to 10 gallons of water in any open container within range.
Okay.
Which I have no idea how that would affect something like this.
So okay. So then my question is, where are you casting it and on what?
I'm trying to cast it on the creature if possible.
Okay.
I'm fully prepared for this to fail spectacularly.
Cast it on its head so it can get a taste of
Yeah.
its own medicine.
I mean, I like. I want to let you do something cool. I'm trying to figure out how I can let you do something cool within the.
Yeah,
Okay.
I get it.
You know what I'm gonna ask you. Arms or legs? Are you casting on its arms or its legs?
I'd go for probably legs.
Okay. So you cast Create or Destroy Water on its legs, and it completely destroys this thing's legs.
Whoa.
This thing is now legless. It's
Legless?
it is now legless. It's Legolas. Oh no!
Guys, I'm sorry.
As he attempted to jump the rocks, he did not make it.
Yeah. So, and this thing screams in agony. It is not happy about being legless. It's now its movement speed is, I know, right? You'd think it would be happy about being legless, but it is not. Its movement speed is now cut in half, and it is going to take 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so
Do
well
that
done.
again.
Do it again, Bulwark. Do it again.
Well
Encore.
done, Bulwark.
I did something in combat, guys.
Whoa!
But so at the same time, it's now even more mad, and so it is going to attack Granny.
I will pop off my reaction.
Ooh.
Okay.
Pop off.
So I'm going to where did it go? I'm going to use it's part of my fighting style. I'm going to use protection. I'm wielding a shield. The creature is attacking something that's not me within 5 feet. I basically whip the shield around in front of Granny and make it have disadvantage.
Okay. Wow. All right.
I've got you,
Perfect.
Granny.
Thank you, dearie.
All right. So then, oh, okay. That's one nat 20. So you're be glad that it's disadvantage.
Ooh.
Woo-wee.
Oh, and that's a 17. I'm sorry. So it will hit Granny, but it will not crit
Cool.
Granny.
Oof.
Which it would have been otherwise. So Granny, I believe a 17 will hit. Yeah.
Yeah, my AC is 15.
Okay. Yes. So you are going to take. I'm just gonna roll in here. Ha! That was a terrible roll. You're gonna take. It's gonna wrap like a tendril of water around you and constrict you, and it's gonna do 8 bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
But I do not believe that you are medium. I think you're large, correct?
I'm technically considered a medium creature.
Ah, okay. In that case, you are grappled, and you are pulled 5 feet towards it.
Ooh.
Out of
so
the
you're
boat?
pulled out of the boat, and
Oh,
it's going to
God.
try to drown you.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, but it's now attached to you. Yeah, so that is what is happening. It's trying to drown you, but it has not done so yet.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Castien, you're up. And the other guy is.
Castien, I guess, is just gonna say a hi in Celestial. Well, that was Castien's turn. Good luck, everybody.
And they just sort of look at you, Castien, with their glowing eyes, and they don't understand what you're saying. Okay, now it is this next thing's turn, and then Damian, it's going to be your turn after that.
Alright.
This other one is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Why is it-
30.
Okay.
Yeah, and it is also going.
Does
to
that
attack.
get hurt by the cloud of daggers as it moves through?
Yes, I guess it would, wouldn't it?
Oh.
Ooh, move that
I
dagger.
love it.
Because
Yeah,
Cloud of Daggers has
boy.
like attack of opportunity, right? Or rather,
Yeah,
it's just
if
like
it's
just like
anytime
a, it's
moving,
yeah.
if it starts its turn in the space, or if it's moving into the same occupying space, be 4d4.
Okay. Right. Okay. So, why don't you roll me a 4d4 slashing damage?
C, and 7,
Ooh.
the opposite of last time.
That's okay. You do slightly less. These daggers kind of just go, and they make slightly less of the water red. But it is still it's not looking super healthy as water goes. So this thing is also going to try to attack Granny. And it is going to miss.
Nice.
because
Thank God.
yeah, it sees what its sister did, and it's hungry, and so it's like slavering. You can see it's all water, but some of the water looks like saliva as it like the spittle like flies from its mouth as it tries to go and take Granny, but it just misses. It just the water is too sloppy, and it's not feeling great. So it just splashes down into the river, and Granny is unharmed. Damian. Damian, you're up next.
Yep, Damian's seeing this other creature come close to us. He is going to cast blindness, deafness on it. It is a Constitution saving throw of 14.
Okay.
Blind or deafen a foe. I'm gonna go with blinding. I'm gonna do the one that was trying to attack Granny. This one.
Okay. All right. It does not save,
Cool. So it
but
fails.
it does have blind sight.
As what?
It has blind sight to 30 feet,
Mm.
but only to 30 feet. So it can still see within 30 feet of it, like it can still perceive, but it can't see further than that. And it can tell that it can't see further than that. So it kind of screeches and tries to blink its glowing eyes, and the glow in its eyes kind of dims a little bit.
Okay, so at the end of its turn, the duration up to 1 minute, the target can make a Constitution saving throw. On a success, the spell will end. So, yeah.
Okay.
And then, if you will allow me, would you allow a bonus action of me putting a rope around Granny to like get ready for that next turn, kind of thing?
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Okay, all right. So Damian's going to grab the rope from that chest that he was talking about earlier and throw it to Granny like a life raft type thing. And Granny, don't you worry, your old pal Damian's gonna save you. And he's gonna throw and try to get that around Granny so she can pull herself back in.
Okay. Please make me a dex check.
All right, you got it, Captain. Yes.
Oh no, please.
All right. Dex saving throw or a just a normal one?
Just a normal dex check, because
Okay.
you're trying to do something.
Hell yeah, I am. Hell yeah, I didn't.
Oh,
That's
no.
It's a
That's a
6.
6. The
Yeah.
rope just kind of splashes into the water like 5 feet away from Granny.
Wraps
And you're
around
just
Granny,
like,
and I start drowning her
okay.
myself by accident.
Not quite, but almost.
Next time, Granny, grab it. It's right there.
Try, dearie.
All right, Kerzzan, you're up. Bulwark, you're on deck.
So Kerzzan looks at the failed attempt at rescuing Granny, quickly looks at Vrithelion, and just goes, "Vrithelion, do you believe you can fly?" And then just plays "I Believe I Can Fly" like on the lute, and casts fly on Vrithelion. He kind of just floats up, and that way he can go save Granny. I'll also use my bonus action to give Granny a bardic inspiration.
His name is Artheli.
That is amazing.
Sorry. Anyway.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not
That's a
gonna
good
sing the
one.
song. I don't support him, but
No. I also
That's
do not
funny,
support
though.
him. It was just a punny.
That's a good joke.
it took me a minute.
I'm
Sorry, I'm
Good
like
pun, terrible
saving
person.
people.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
All right, great. Well done, team. So Vrithelion can fly,
Mm.
and bardic
Believes he
inspo
can.
to Granny.
Okay, nice. Okay, Bulwark, you're up, and then Vrithelion, you're on deck.
Mhm.
All right.
It's
well,
not
I
anymore,
saw
he's
that,
flying.
I saw that create or destroy water worked last time, so I'm going to aim at the same one,
Okay.
kind of at the base of like where it's grabbing Granny to try to release its grip on her.
Okay. All right. I am going to make myself a little roll. Yeah, no, it does the same thing. It's got no arms now. It's just like a little. It's like the It's only a flesh wound guy from
Mm.
Python. It's just an
Tis
angry
but a
trunk.
scratch.
Tis but a scratch, but it screeches and takes another 20 points
Damn.
of
Okay.
bludgeoning damage
Hell yeah.
and is really struggling with its lack of limbs.
Did
and
it
in
release
fact-
Granny?
Yeah, I was
Yes,
gonna say, does that mean-
it
Oh,
must? It
good.
has to release Granny because it doesn't have arms to hold her anymore. So it releases Granny. Granny is still in the water, but it releases Granny.
But there's a rope 5
Um,
feet away from her, so you know.
Yeah.
Is Granny still in spider form?
I believe so.
Yeah, I still have my.
Does that give you
spider head.
extra reach to grab the rope?
Maybe.
It should.
That'll be the end of my turn, though. That's all
All
I got.
right. Okay, so Vrithelion, you're up, and then Granny, you're next.
So how far above the water is our flying boat to, or I'm trying to think of the 3D element of how this
Right.
is working.
Yeah, I figured it was pretty much on, like it just like sort of skimming the water. I mean,
How deep
Damian,
is
you can
okay?
bring it up if you want.
So it's like a land speeder.
Mhm. Yeah,
kinda.
I would
And-
say that's kind of what
yeah.
I was rocking.
And how deep is this water?
Nice.
It's probably 40, 50 feet deep.
Okay, so then I fly down and grab Granny
Mhm.
and pull Granny back with me back onto the boat because I'm sickly but strong.
Hell yeah.
Indeed. Amazing. All right, so you've just rescued Granny.
And I stand between Granny and the water creature that hasn't been hit, the one that is coming up from the back. And I do that thing where I slam my sword against my shield and I cast Compelled Duel. And I force it,
Oh,
face me!
I love it.
wow.
Badass.
So it needs to make a
That's
it needs to make
amazing.
a wisdom saving
Yes.
throw.
Okay. All right, and then it's got disadvantage on any attacks up against anybody else, right?
If it fails the save.
Right. What's the DC?
13.
It is a 13, and I think
Alright.
if it meets, it beats. So I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
so no, that's fine.
But
That's
it's
fine.
mad at you. It's definitely going to attack you because it's mad at you now.
Well, yeah. So here's the thing: it doesn't. If it succeeds the saving throw, it doesn't restrict its movement for that turn. But it, yeah.
But it does. But it.
Yeah. It can.
yeah.
It can go do other things. Yeah. So,
Okay,
but every round I can just keep trying to get it to focus on me. So,
that is true.
and that's
Okay.
it for me. Cool.
All right, Granny, it's your turn.
Okay. I think I am gonna do. I'm gonna fire at the one that Bulwark has been destroying with the water. I'm gonna just fire another Eldritch Blast.
Just
Okay.
mutilating.
Hell yeah, you're doing good.
Dirty 20.
Yeah,
Oof.
that'll hit.
Ooh, 10 points of damage.
Woo!
Yay!
Oh,
There we go.
nice.
There she is.
This thing is all. It's in scraps. It is almost dead.
Bless you.
But it is because it doesn't have arms or legs anymore. It is now its turn, but it just sort of flops helplessly in the water because it can't actually do anything. It kind of
It's a
like
fish.
attempts to. Yeah, it's like a little fish. It attempts to bite you, but it just can't.
Mm.
It just can't do anything. So it is gonna it's gonna not do anything on its turn because it can't because it has no arms or legs.
I feel so
Castien.
bad for it now.
Yeah, finish it off.
Yeah, Castien, up to you. What's your turn?
Castien is just gonna stare. Castien has nothing she can do. Good luck,
Okay.
everybody else.
Okay,
I'm surprised you
Castien
didn't
is
throw an
just-
egg.
Yeah.
No,
Now that I know maybe
throw
they're
an
not
It's too late.
eggs. Too late.
yeah, too late. Can't throw an
Too
egg
late. You
now.
ended your turn.
No
I'll
more
wave at
eggs.
it.
No more eggs. All right, you're gonna wave at it. So this creature here doesn't like you waving at it, Castien. And
Oh, no.
but it is all of these things are really focused on Granny.
Mm.
So this one is going to also try to attack Granny.
Do Do I get an
And-
opportunity of attack if it's next to me going for Granny?
You do actually
Mm.
get that,
Hell
and
yeah,
it critically
D&D.
missed. I
I
rolled a
guess-
1 for this thing, so it's not gonna
I'll-
hit Granny.
Go to try and grab its arm.
Okay.
I don't know if that does anything, but I'm gonna go to grab its arm.
Are you attacking it? Like grabbing
Nah,
it to?
just trying to
I'll give that.
block. Just like pull it
Okay.
away from Granny. Like it's just an instinctive.
Yeah. Okay, let's say with a 1, with a 1 on the die. Yes, you totally did that.
I helped.
It's
You're welcome,
thrown
everybody.
backwards. But so as a bonus action, it looks at Granny, and it just says in Aquan, which Granny, I don't know if you speak, but
Nope.
it nope, I guess it says something in Aquan, like
I think
And-
this one wants me too.
Granny's
Oh
on
my
fire.
God, Granny is like picking
Granny.
up everything in this
Yeah,
cavern
she
right
Granny
now.
pulls.
Hell yeah.
oh my gosh. But it's trying to. It seems though, Granny, like that it's trying to. It's holding its arms out to you. As if it needs to tell you something. It's trying to attack you and then trying to talk to you. It's very strange. And now it's Damian's turn.
Damian is going to. Just 3 seconds. I'm just seeing. Sure. It's... Yeah. All right. I'm going to do detect thoughts on the creature that I see that is like trying to get to Granny. For the duration, wisdom save of 14. You can read the thoughts of certain creatures, cast a spell, and as your action, I can like focus my mind on it to get more information out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
We'll see how this works, y'all.
All right. All right. So I am going to. All right. Sorry. So I'm making a save.
Yeah, wisdom save of
That's what I thought.
14.
I did not save.
Nice. So I initially learned the surface thoughts of the creature, what's most on its mind in that moment. As an action, I can shift my attention to another creature or continue to probe deeper into that creature's mind.
Okay. So the creature is consumed with thoughts of Granny,
Okay.
but the creature is. You can tell that the creature is trying to help Granny by killing her.
Oh, okay.
The thoughts of the creature are basically, let us help you go where you need to go.
Granny, these things are trying to help you by killing you. They want you to know that they want to help and like let you go where you need to go. That's what I'm getting as I'm doing a little ping pong here with this thing.
Okay.
That's all I got, Granny. So I wish there was more information I could.
Great.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Sorry.
No.
And Damian is
Good
done and
information.
confused more than anything at that point.
Okay. All right. Well, that's your turn, I guess, Damian.
Yeah, it's weird.
Kerzzan. Yeah. Well, it's interesting.
Yeah, so Kerzzan just hears that and goes, well, I mean, we're all dying already. I feel like this is not the way you would choose to go, right? So he just kind of wanders, he kind of jumps over and casts protection from good and evil on Granny, which protects them from aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. And so any creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. Target also cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Okay. As you do this, the creatures scream at you in Aquan. You can't understand. I don't think you understand Aquan, but they scream at you, and one of them that still has hands gestures at you, and as if you're interrupting something.
Like, oh yes,
all right.
that's the idea.
All right, Bulwark, it's your turn.
Bulwark
And
is
Vrithelion, you're up next.
riding high off of this newfound competence in battle.
I love it.
Finish her off, baby.
I love
So,
it. Bulwark is a real
Yes,
MVP right now.
Bulwark.
But-
He's gonna get up here right by Castien, and I'm gonna cast Shocking Grasp on it.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Oh my God!
Look at Bulwark!
Yeah.
Wow!
Bulwark.
It's all coming together. I'm never gonna do anything ever again.
Oh my gosh. That is a hitus criticalis. That's
So
amazing.
that is bloop, 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 bloop. 9 damage. 9.
Doubled.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I rolled 2d8 actually.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah.
So you do 18 damage, lightning damage from Shocking Grasp.
I just gotta put my hand in the middle, and my hand like tasers, and bzzz, lightning shoots out at it, like into it.
Because it's a water creature, would that not do more damage? Like, don't they have like a weakness to certain things?
One would think, but it does not say that on this creature's stats. But you know what? I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna have you double that damage again, and it's
Oh.
dead.
God.
So
damn.
Wow!
Holy shit.
I can't be stopped.
Bulwark the
You
He
Destroyer!
just screams, I'm the
just gonna
captain
get-
now.
Unstoppable Bulwark.
I thought these hands were made to create, but I guess they're made to destroy.
Yeah. So, as this thing dies, it does something kind of strange. It doesn't just dissolve. That glow that came from its eyes, that glow seems to coalesce into the figure of a bird. It's not Big Hawk. Don't even cast it.
Small
Now
Hawk.
we don't know that. She says to the DM.
Yeah. So it kind of the water splooshes away, and the pulsing of the light becomes stronger, and now and the light takes on this shape of this rough shape of a bird, and the same thing happens to the other one, in fact, and they both look at Granny with fiery eyes. They approach you, Granny, and they spread their fiery wings wide. And they say to you, "We've been trapped here. Please thank your Granny, you have that book holster, right?
I take out my book and take out my tome, and I flip through it.
Because you felt something, almost like the cracking of an egg against your body in that book. And you flip to that page where Loretta drew you that egg. And what you see is that the egg has broken completely. And instead, there is a drawing of a bird, a phoenix, that's already halfway up the page, with two birds similar birds, much like these two. At the top of the page waiting for it.
Oh.
As you watch, the bird flies slowly up the page until it joins its sisters. And together, they go up and they disappear. And you too, Granny. Your body is starting to change. That pressure you felt in your head is gone. It's replaced by a calm that you haven't felt since you lost your sister. And that calm is over everything. You barely feel your body as it shifts. You barely see your arms turn into wings. You barely perceive anything except for these two figures whose features are becoming clearer now and more familiar. And one of those eggs that Vrithelion had, one of the heavy ones, it also cracked, just a little. And as you and your sisters gather around together, you put your wings around each other, and you fly into the air in a great whirlwind of fire and joy, and disappear. The heavy egg that's cracked rolls out of Vrithelion's bag and breaks open on the deck of the boat. And inside is a glowing feather from a phoenix. And this is what you will have to remember Granny, who has finally found what she was looking for. And we're gonna miss you, Daniel.
Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. And thank you everyone for watching. I hope you loved Granny as much as I do. So
I don't know what I'm gonna do without Granny.
Mm.
And I don't know what Octavius is gonna do without Granny. Like he
It's a
thought
good
he
point.
found something.
That's the
Like he
real
thought he
heartbreak
found
right now.
something.
it's the real
And-
heartbreak right there.
Thirsty octopuses.
You see him in like the water, he just is crying.
He
like-
came down with a bouquet of roses. From
Yeah.
up there. No!
Oh.
That wasn't what I meant by Tinder.
Oh my god.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Daniel. I'm gonna miss you so much. And the rest of us are gonna journey on, but we will have Granny's feather, which will, by the way, act like a phoenix down in the Final Fantasy games. It will revive somebody who
Ah.
is dead, even if they're on their last death save.
Oh, wow.
It's consumable,
Neat.
but it is Granny's last gift to us. And the rest of us will remember Granny fondly, and she may come and make an appearance in some of our dreams, because that tends to happen in this game, doesn't it?
Mm.
I'll be haunting your dreams still.
Yay!
Yay!
And I think that is where we must leave off this evening. Is
Thank you,
with
guys.
Icing to Granny. Thank you so much.
guys
Thank
for
you.
tuning in.
Everybody.
Daniel, thank you for playing with us these past 2 months. You've been a joy.
Thank you so
and then
much.
I just want to give a quick shout out to James. Thank you for the donation for tonight's stream. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate all of you for tuning in and watching and supporting us. Thank y'all, and we will see you next week. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.